everybody. Welcome to the show. I'd like to thank you for joining me today at the Watch Hangout. Let's get this show started. And before we get going, let's get a wristwatch check from everybody. What are we wearing today? What is on the wrist? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Sunday, and that means it's time for fun. It's time for a good time. It's time to celebrate. We'll get into that in a little bit. We got the crew. We got Robert. We got Ali. We got Duco. We got Marcelo time, and we got our rising star, Mitch. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Good to see you all on this wonderful Sunday. I'm glad you're here. And link is pinned if anyone else wants to join us. Today is party today, a fiesta. We are celebrating. Can I say what we're celebrating, or do I got to keep it quiet?
I say you say what we're celebrating, but you know, that's just me.
Well, it's up to a certain person. I don't know if they want discretion or not. They're being awfully quiet. They're muted. So
wait, what? Do what?
Can we say what we're celebrating today, or do we have to keep it hush hush?
I don't know what we're celebrating, but yeah, let's go for it. Celebrate.
We're celebrating Duco's birthday today.
Hey!
Birthday!
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad Marcelo's birthday too, in case you didn't know.
He looks like he's finding out right now.
But wait, somebody asked JJ the question: how much is to boot me off?
Who
Well, somebody
that?
asked.
Oh, Yiddish. Oh, you know, it's the standard fee, $10 to boot Marcelo, and you get this lovely caption right here as well for free.
No, inflation's a bitch, dude. I mean, $10 seems like it's not even remotely close to going on market rate. We're not Arizona C over here, JJ. You need to adjust prices.
What do you think we're going to charge even more to boot Marcelo? We could barely get 10 to boot him.
If you let him talk long enough, I'm sure we could get at least 15.
This is true. When Jay Giddy's in the house, he gets then it starts to get interesting. When you have him and when you have OG baby girl keeping him, that's when it seems to get very interesting.
Hey, Marcelo, can you get in depth on what you think about climate change?
Happy birthday.
Maybe we can get the booting.
Yeah, happy birthday, Duco and Marcelo. There we go.
The booting bidding.
Yeah. You got a bid on those boots. All right, let's start it off with Robert. What do we got on the wrist today, Robert?
Oh gosh, let me take it off the wrist so you can see it a little bit better.
Take it off, baby. Take it off.
There we go. There you go. Little Longines.
I like it. Hydro Conquest. Nice.
Wore it out to dinner last night and been wearing it ever since.
Sweet. Ali, what do we got? Bam! We got MRG. I like that MRG. Do you like that one better than the last couple you've had? I think I asked you this every time you wear it, but
I do like it a little better. First of all, I actually do like their version of the ultra durable rubber strap.
Yeah.
It makes it slightly more. Makes it slightly lighter and definitely less noise because they're jingly. And I like the gold accents are more subtle than the other Virgin accents. So I do like it a little bit better.
You like it better than the one that Marco now has? Or did you like that one better?
So this one's more subtle. I like this one better than that one.
Okay.
For me. But I mean,
Yeah.
they're like the same. They're the same architecture. But he has the full Corbarian titanium bracelet, and mine's on rubber.
Gotcha. Duco, what's the birthday watch of choice today?
The 40 mil Explorer.
40 mil Explorer. Can't go wrong with that. Are you really enjoying that watch? You've been wearing it quite a bit.
Yeah, and I may have another watch coming in. Within a month.
Oh, sweet. From the AD?
From an AD, yes.
Nice. I like it. Glad to hear it. When you said a month, I figured that was the case. Marcelo, put the camera on, man. Show us what you're wearing. He's like a real diva. No camera.
Now, fixing up right now.
Wait. Do you have all your clothes on? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So
not bad. It's all right looking.
Yeah, playing with this watch lately, so really enjoy it. Don't know how long it's going to last, so keeping up.
Oh yeah, you think you might be getting rid of it? I got you.
Not soon, but it's probably regarding the money that is going all the time, so it probably would be the first one to go.
Yeah, I get that. What do you think would be your last one to go? Do you think it would be the Meteorite Pepsi or a different watch?
I think the Meteorite, because I don't know, I'm pretty much fanatic regarding this all stone that come from whatever different galaxy and so on, So
it came from outer space, like you.
Yeah. So it's very.
May have been from his home planet. Who knows?
Yeah, from Melmac. Mitch, what about you? What do you got there?
Got the Bulgari Octoroma.
Oh man,
timer.
That's
good. I don't know that I've seen you wear that one yet.
Wow. Say it again. Octoroma what? What is it?
World timer.
World timer.
Great bracelet. That may be the best part of the watch.
Yeah, I like it. I like that it's kind of rounded. It's not as flat as the other ones.
No, it's not an Octo Finissimo. This is sort of normal size, and Octoroma doesn't get as much publicity, hype, whatever, as the Octo Finissimo.
Yeah,
but it's actually more wearable.
I like the Octoroma. That's one of my favorite ones. But even that one's even the Octoroma is a little flat. I feel like compared to that one's even a little more rounded. It looks like. I don't know. Yeah. Unless I'm not seeing it.
But it's they're also less expensive than the Octo Finissimos.
Right.
So the movement is a nice industrial finishing. But it's not quite as. It looks like more of a derivative movement as opposed to the more original architecture of like the Octo Finissimo chronograph that I used to own.
Gotcha.
I do like how the Octos, all three of the Octos, I like how all three of the Octos in general look. They have I know JJ's mold is just gonna make endless fun of me. If you have a wrist that's shaped like mine, they are the most uncomfortable bloody bracelet. And the weird thing is that Stefan, whose wrist is like 5.5 inches, but it's kind of shaped like mine, same experience. Like he has a tiny wrist, it's just the most uncomfortable bloody bracelet.
Interesting. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and the Octo Finissimo and the Octo Roma bracelets fit really well. It's probably this and the Rolex bracelet is are probably my two most comfortable bracelet watches, and I'm not a big fan of bracelet watches. So
I would say that the most comfortable bracelet that I've ever had on my wrist is the Omega Seamaster 300 Heritage. That bracelet is super, super comfortable.
Wow.
Then right behind that, I'm gonna say the root beer in full gold was slightly, for whatever reason, I just think the feeling of full gold was slightly more comfortable than any other oyster bracelet, including the two-tone. And then it becomes then you get into the AP Royal Oak type range where the bracelet is, that everything at that kind of level. But that Omega Seamaster 300 Heritage, super, super comfortable.
I'm going to run through the chat. Let's see who's here. We got No Biggie Sal, our first contestant on The Price is Right. He upvoted. Thank you, No Biggie Sal. Appreciate that. Let's see. We have the link pinned if anyone wants to come join us. And we got, of course, our show sponsor, White Glove Cigars, our man Steve. Make sure you check out the link. He's always updating his gift packs for the crew. As I say, check out our man Steve from Leaf Cigars website. He's got smoking deals for the Watch Hangout crew. Like that. Somebody's got background noise.
That's Mitch.
It's okay. Let me mute myself here.
I thought it was Marcelo. Let's see. We got Brian Tone in the house. He says, "Hey, JJ, do you have XLM or XRP or XNO or TRX? We got it all, baby. We got it all. Send it on over." There you go. We got AB in the house. He says, "Wow, I'm an old fart. Oh, I have no idea what Ripple is." Well, it is a cryptocurrency, my friend. We got the original OC in the house, aka Satan. Good to see my man OC in the house. He upvoted. He's embraced the name.
He's
embraced
Satan?
the name.
Well, no, but the
he's
problem
embraced the name from GD, the Peso Cannon.
No, the problem for me is that I come from a country that refers to the United States as the Great Satan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time, that's all I can think about is like an Iranian mullah calling OC the Great Satan. It's just weird.
It's okay, Ali. I'm your friend. I'm the small Satan. It's okay.
To me, it's become a term of endearment, I believe.
Interestingly, can we call it using the pronunciation Satan? That's what it is in Hebrew.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's how Curly says it, so I just copy Curly.
Yeah.
We got Ryan Hofrey in the house. He says, I always smash the like immediately, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that, Ryan. We got member of the crew, Bezels. Guys, if you want to become a member, we got to get some new members going. We have a ton of members already, 100 members probably, or something like that. But we want some more members. We're greedy. We want more members, more fun, more people. Click the join button down below. Bronze leveling up gets you into our WhatsApp group where we are rocking and rolling every day. Wristwatch, articles, photos, jokes, the whole nine. Just click the thing, become a member, bronze leveling up. And you can shoot me a message on Instagram, the Watch Hangout, or you can email watchhangout@gmail.com. Let us know that you joined and became a member, and we'll send you the link. Plus, you get access to other videos as well. But the WhatsApp group is the main attraction. We got Billy Jeans in the house. He says, Marcelo time, bro. I didn't get to finish watching your stream today. You made it private. Billy Jeans, he did not make it private. He made it members only. Benefits of being a member. You get to watch those streams. There you go. Bezels. He says, you have an upvote in OC. Yes, I like my upvotes from OC. Speaking of the great Satan, we got the Peso Cannon in the house, GD, with 20 ARS. Giving us multiple thumbs ups. Thank you, GD. Appreciate that. Was that a bird, or did somebody try to blow a kiss and it screeched?
I think it was a bird blowing a kiss.
How much kick Marcelo off? We're starting the bid at $10. $10 to boot Marcelo. We have a member chat from Robert Wood. He says, happy birthday, Duco. Happy birthday indeed to our dear friend Duco. Hope you had a great one. Let's give you a little birthday love. We got your friend Mikey in the house, Uncle Mikey.
All right.
Today. We got my man, the Hot Watcher, in the house. He says, hello, watch people. Let's talk watches. Happy birthday, Duco. Happy birthday indeed. Good to see you, Hot Watcher. Glad you're here. And the Peso Cannon is firing away. He says, happy birthday. Yeah, read that, Marcelo. What does that say?
Happy birthday.
We got my man Bubba Hotep in the house. Says happy birthday, Duco and Marcelo. Of course, we love Marcelo. Big George wishing happy birthday to everyone. We got Von Cruel hanging with us. It says climate change is a Chinese hoax. Okay, let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. We got Bezels with a $10 super chat. Very generous. Thank you, Bezels. He says, make it $19.99 to boot Marcelo. Happy birthday, Duco, and recent birthday, JJ. Thank you. Duco, are you a Scorpio as well, or are you on the cusp? You're a Sagittarius.
I'm Sagittarius.
Oh, fucking loser.
That's right.
Just kidding.
Just boot me now. Boot me now.
You got a whole top row here of Scorpios. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. I don't follow that stuff.
I don't know what any of that shit means.
Yeah,
I don't either. I'm just saying.
okay. I'm glad.
One of the experiences in my life that I really, really didn't like. I shouldn't say one of the worst experiences, but it annoyed the shit out of me was when I was getting a kidney fucking pulled out because of cancer, and the nurse asked me when I was born and goes like, rattle something off, and starts like looking really disconcerted and stuff, and like stop talking. I'm like, this is not the fucking time to bring your astrological bullshit into my life.
Yeah, really, no joke.
Yeah, that's
not looking good for you. Like, thanks, lady.
You're Scorpio. This is not the year of the liver.
Oh man, we got No Biggie Sal, member for 38 months. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate you being a member for a very long time. He says, happy birthday, Duco. There you go, getting some Duco love. And we got McLovin in the house. He's also got the ARS going, another Peso Cannon. This is the battle of the Peso Cannons. It says Peso Cannon fired. Happy birthday, Duco. Go cap a gator. Gator. I always think of that video. I love that video. That part when Mookie made the video with Tim and the. They say she might be a lady of the night. I don't know, but I love when she yells out "hater." That's one of my favorite parts.
Lady of the night.
Right.
Duco's gonna go capture a swamp puppy later.
Let's see what's Yiddish talking about here. The Octoroma 41 blue dial, and the others in the series are tremendous watches.
Totally
in the
agree.
sub 5,000 range.
Yeah,
They're dude. Duco's with me when we were at the Bulgari.
Yeah,
I'll pull it up. Yeah,
can?
I'd love to get one. At the Octoroma, they all fucking sit funny on my wrist.
I think I mean, I've never tried any of them on, but I've always gravitated to that Octoroma over the Octofinissimo. It looks like it's thicker and not as, I don't know, flat and boxy. I don't know. It just looks a little better.
Is the lug to lug? Is it longer than a traditional? Is there something? Is that why it sits funny on your wrist?
It's me and Stefan have the same thing. One is that the bracelet actually pulls hairs like nobody's fucking business, and it rocks. Here you go. Actually, this is a good picture of like how it rocks on the wrist. The lug. There's no lug curvature like at all. It just comes down to kind of a flat angle, so it kind of rocks on the wrist. It doesn't sit properly at all. But they're just gorgeous watches, dude. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice. I like it. Let me just catch up here. We're falling way behind. Let me catch up. We got super chats coming in fast and furious today. People enjoy fun watch talk, not depressing losers. We got Brother Clint in the house. He says, "Hey, fellas. Caliber YQG joining us for a little Sunday fun day action." And we got Big George with a $2 super chat wishing Duco a happy birthday. Thank you, Big George, my fellow Met fan. I'm sure Duco appreciates it. Mr. GMT with a $2 super chat. Happy birthday, my sexy brother Duco. We got Boogie With joining us, and we got a $5 super chat from Brody wishing Duco a happy birthday. Duco bringing in the bucks, being old man. I like it. We got Always Best Care in the house. He says, howdy all. And we got a very generous $20 from the one and only Happy Meal. Good to see Happy Meal in the chat. He says, happy birthday, Duco. Howdy, JJ and crew. Marcelo, this is your money.
Oh, shit. Is that boot money?
Is this your money?
I guess this means they come back the $10 of booting.
Oh. No, I don't think so. I think he's making a reference to the super chats. This is your money. We like taking other people's money. Make sure you send it here. It really pisses them off. Spite chats galore. We accept spite chats and non-spite chats. We like them all. Let's see. I fell off the wagon Friday. Went to my favorite gray dealer in SoCal just to look. He brought out a Breitling AD. I walked out stickered Navitimer 45% off.
Hey,
Can't
wow, bad deal at all, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, why don't you show it to us? Let us take a look at that bad boy. And we got some more peso cannon firing here. We got GD with 50 ARS. I still maintain that 20 pesos is more than enough to boot Bird Brain. 10 US is like the eternal ban money. No, Basil's already paid 10 for him to stay. It is now 20 for him to be booted. And in the chat, it's not just 20. It has to be $20 super chat specifically stating boot Marcelo. Like right now, Curly can officially call it. He can boot Marcelo if he wants, but I don't think he will. And we got Trap in the house. Good to see Trap Vision wishing Duco a happy birthday. He says you're a real action hero.
That's right.
I want to see this one more time.
He's born for action.
Now, is this the same color as the World Timer that you have, Mitch, or is it slightly different?
It's close, but slightly different.
That almost looks aqua compared to.
Yeah, right. It does. I actually kind of like the World Timer a little.
I think I like the World Timer better. Yeah,
right. The coloring, at least.
Like I say, it's an interesting complication.
Mm-hmm.
It wears better than the Octo Finissimo, at least on my 7.5-inch wrist.
I really like the dial of that watch too. That dial looks really nice.
It's all about the dial.
The only problem with it is that it has no luminova. The other dial, the black dial on a strap, is full of luminova. It was an interesting design decision they made.
That's interesting. Why would they do that? Two different ones. And we got a new member, Gen G. Congratulations, Gen G. Thank you very much. Our first member of the evening. Becoming a member also gets you in the race. Let's get the link up for the race here. Let's see.
I got the race covered.
Yeah, just I'm looking for the.
The banner. I got it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, speak to us, Marcelo. What do you got to say?
No, I actually like it because in the first image that I saw the watch, it looked like two hands, free hands, very simple watch. The whole riding of the world time. If you don't want to pay attention to it, it doesn't pop into you. You can really ignore it until you really look into it. You know.
Yeah. That is true.
I'm sorry, I got totally distracted by the bird.
I'm sorry.
We got the Duco T-shirt here.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Birthday, she's excited. She liked Duco.
I think Ali actually bought a few of these. I have to think. In my mind, I feel like he has bought these.
Now, the problem is that the only size they have available right now that hasn't been sold out is extra small, and I don't put a T-shirt on my cock. So
you could use that as a headband.
Oh god!
But it's Duco branded shirts with a classic Duco T-shirt in black. It's the shirt he's wearing on air tonight to show off his muscles.
No. I wore my extra large skater T-shirt tonight, so nobody could give me crap.
Let's see.
An extra medium.
He did.
See?
Yeah, Genji is right. That shirt should only come in size medium. It should be one size on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that Duco didn't see the shirt that one time that I pulled it up because he was on his phone or something, so I thought I'd do it again since it's his birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe I can get it for Christmas. I can say, "Hey, baby, this is what I want for Christmas."
I want a new watch, guys. I'm losing my fucking mind. I can't.
Oh god.
Oh, here we go.
No, I need one. It's been a while. What do you mean?
Dude, for you, it's been a while for me. I got one coming in. Hot and heavy.
Yeah, you got one.
No, I got another one coming in.
Yeah, so I'm saying you got one. I need to get one coming in.
I love this.
Like 19 watches.
Like 4 weeks ago, Duco was out of the hobby.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
well, things change. You know
that
what?
never lasts. Duco's
You know what
been
I
out of
think
the
I want
hobby like
again?
3 times this year, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what I think I'm going to buy next? Totally out of left field, but I think I'm going to buy another 321.
Why?
because he's got this thing with 321s and Polar Explorers
What?
where he has to flip them and buy them back.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't do this with women, so he needs to do it with watches.
But
women
how many?
don't like me.
Okay, you only had 1 321, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
why
only
don't you
no,
just-
hold on. Let's back up here. Hold on a second. Ali has the wrong information. The Explorer 2, yes, I'll give him that. I did buy that 2 or 3 times and sell it. That I will agree. 321 is not in the same category. I had it one time.
Will
The
be.
only reason I sold it is because Marco wanted it really bad, and I sold it to him for what he sold it to me for. He gave me a good deal. He really wanted it. I sold it back to him. The only reason I even sold it back to him is because he tried to crack me on the VC sale, and I said, no, you're giving me my money back for both. So, or you're not getting the 321. So I used it as leverage to sell the overseas.
Did you wear the 321?
That's not the point.
That
I-
is the point.
I did not wear it that much, but I really liked it.
Oh, okay.
How many
Just-
Speed Masters in total? Bourbon Hearts,
Dude.
he always there to call me out on my bullshit.
Hey, just get a picture of a damn Speedmaster. Get Genji to draw you a picture of a Speedmaster, save you a shit ton of money, and you'll be fine.
How many Speed Masters have I had? This is a good question.
I
I
bought one
had-
from you when I first met you. I bought the white Tokyo Speedmaster from you.
That's
white and maroon?
You did the white and maroon.
That was
That
the
was a
fir-
great one. I should have kept that one. That was
I should have kept it.
that was
Oh,
a really
wow.
nice one.
It had
I
that
wonder what they go for
silver.
now. I bet you they go for the same amount.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
You got the 2020 Olympics that never happened. This is amazing.
yeah. I had that.
exactly. It was stupid to get. It never happened. So 10 years from now, everybody will look back on it and go, "These were the crazy COVID." Speaking of,
Yeah,
crazy
Captain has
Olympics.
one too.
there he
Captain has the
is.
panda one. So wait, hold on. Let's figure this out. Hey, Ari, welcome. Ari, you looking slender. Have you been eating less lentils?
Ozempic.
Less lentils primarily,
Gotcha.
because lentils are very fattening,
Wow.
as you know.
So we're trying to figure out how many Speedmasters I've had. So I had a 3861 I bought from the AD. I had the Tokyo 2020 white with burgundy. I had another 3861 that I bought that I traded from Marco, my Pelagos 39 or whatever it was. I had the 321. Is that it? 4? I feel like I had more.
I thought you had one right after the 321 that you got rid of.
Yeah.
Captain still have the 2020 Olympic.
Cap's tight as a clam. Once he buys something, he never lets go. Oh, yeah, that's right. The red, white, and blue clown one. Yes, that's another one.
Wait, what? Red? What is that?
Red, with the red, white. I still like that watch. I should have never sold that one. I never had a Snoopy. All right, so I had like 6. Good morning, Jock. Good to see Jock in the house. They had the Lentil Legend. Ari, what do you think? Do you like that name?
I do. It's a nice stage name. I think I can go with that.
Welcome to the stage. We got Ari on the stage.
I knew that was coming. The Whiskey Reaper voice was instant to the stage.
Can we get Ari to the stage? The
Lentil
Legend.
Just so you know, when you Google red, white, and blue Speedy, this is what you get.
Oh no.
Who's that? John Wayne Gacy?
Red, white, and blue clown Speedy, this is what you get.
Try like anniversary red, white, and blue Speedy. It was like it's like the minute track was red, white, and blue. It had rings around it. It was actually really nice. I'd like to get that back.
Oh, is that the Schumacher?
No.
No.
It's a professional.
The Tintin. Was it the Tintin?
No, it was not the Tintin. It's red, white, and blue. I forget the name of it. Hey, look at this. We got Marco in the house, and we got Marco in the house.
There you go.
It was not a Tintin. It was not. Marco, do you know the name of the one I got? The red, white, and blue, the clown Speedy?
I could Bobby Google. I'll find it.
Yeah, Marco is king of
it doesn't matter how powerful Marco gets, he's always the Bobby Google.
Yeah. We need Bourbon to average out this panel here. We need one more slot filled. Come on, Burb. My OCD is fucking going crazy right now. I can't take it.
Yeah, nobody talk no more about the Snoopy Speedies,
Fuck the Snoopy. I like the original Snoopy. That's the only one that matters to me.
Wait, you talking about the one with that looks like a normal Speedy with just a little Snoopy in the top left corner?
All three of them. Or
are you talking about the white one?
No, all 3 of them. Nobody mentioned, especially the last one that everybody thought is going to be very hard. Nobody talked about
No, I still like it.
Burb's booting up now. You know what? I do. They're cool, but ever since Timex made that Timex Q Snoopy, I just don't care anymore. I'm getting the Timex one.
But which Snoopy are you talking about?
I actually was talking about all 3 of them, but
no, you said you like the first one, which some people refer to the white one as the first one, but that's
the one that looks like a regular Speedy, but it has the little subdial with Snoopy in it.
Yeah, we got you.
That's the only one I like.
I got you.
I don't care about the second. What?
Is it an Apollo 15?
Yeah, I think that could be it.
Here, I got it pulled up. Pull it up, JJ.
Sounds a bit right. There we go. The clown watch. You know what ruins this? I'm going to tell you what ruins it.
The fucking bracelet.
Well, besides that was the bracelet of the time. But if you zoom in a little more, see the red, white, and blue minute track is dope. Where they went wrong is very simply the red, white, and blue subdials. It's too much. It was unnecessary. They should have just left them like the regular subdials. What are the regular ones? White outline or no outline? I don't even know. But they should have just left them like the regular Speedmaster professional subdials.
With just the red, white, and blue, like
the minute track
across the entire dial. That's it, right? No,
right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
That's where it got too much. It just too much.
You would have got rid of it either way.
It feels like they brightening the watch a little. A little bit too much.
You know,
bird agrees.
Did you guys ever see Curly has that bird? His wife got him the parrot. Oh my god, it's so funny. He makes it repeat what Marco says. What do you got there, Cougine? What are you wearing? You got the chain on. Look at
Mont Blanc.
Yeah. You can't have the gold guinea chain on with the army watch. It's one or the other. Which
don't
one
hide the chain. Don't hide that shit.
You could pop the chain out, but you got
that's his grandfather's chain, right? That's his grandfather's chain.
Yeah.
No, the ring is my grandfather's wedding.
Oh. He's got the Figaro ring.
Okay, so then you can't have the chain. I was actually trying to give you out, you fucker. But okay, take the chain off.
He's got the Figaro chain. I used to have one of those back in the day. The Figaro link.
Yeah,
This
man.
is why Marco doesn't come on very much anymore, because when he does, everybody shits on him.
We love Marco.
It's
It's
okay.
you know what it is?
I'm
It's
used to
hazing.
He's
It's
busy
hazing
closing
because we.
deals.
Yeah, I'm
He's
used
busy.
to it.
He
I
doesn't
thought
care
Mitch-
with the amount
I
of,
thought
with
Mitch
the amount of
went
money
down.
he makes off of everybody. He doesn't care.
I thought Mitch went down just now, but that was the camera. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I just freaked out a second. I feel like you ever get the adrenaline rush where you feel
Yeah.
totally fucked up. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not even like Joe saying it in a bad way. I really got nervous. I was like, oh my god, Mitch just
just trying to make sure everyone is awake.
yeah.
Mitch
That was like a nice
Mitch
little
is
check there.
down. He's down.
You can send us your address so we can.
Yeah.
All right, God forgive me because he's my father and I love him, but my father's having some health issues, and I got him. He's had difficulty getting in and out of chairs, so I got him one of these like semi-spring-loaded things to help him get up.
Uh-huh.
And you adjust.
Oh,
I'm
God.
totally picturing someone going.
Here we
You
go.
adjust it for weight, and I know how much he weighs, so I did exactly what the manufacturer did, just for weight. And we're like, so test it. So he sits down on it, and then when you start getting up, you like this. There's this latch to help, so it doesn't like push up every time if you're just adjusting yourself. So he presses the latch. He's 6'1". He's 200 pounds. Poor guy can't move. He has his cane in his hand. It fucking launches him like full on Dwayne the Rock Johnson launches him. I'm standing in front of him, and it shocked me. And I like stepped to the side to dodge him instead of catch him. He's got his cane. He sticks his cane out. Oh God.
I'm
He
totally
clips-
picturing like his feet dangling out of the roof of like the ceiling.
he flips his cane out, and my mom is like walking by with a tray of tea. Like, clips my mom with the goddamn cane. Like he hits my mom with a goddamn cane. There's Persian teacups and everything flying all over the goddamn.
Man,
Like I almost killed my dad, man. It was fucking fantastic.
Is there a defect in the chair? Like that's not how it's supposed to go, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just supposed to be a little bit of a Super
Slowly-
Mario boost
No,
a little bit.
dude,
Yeah.
it's supposed. I took it way down on the setting, and then
at the end he yelled,
I
"I'm only 170, you asshole."
I had the weight right. It was just, oh my god, it was fucking horrible. It launched him. It just launched his ass.
You have that on video.
Well, there's fucking tea stains everywhere in their house right now. Like my mom's so pissed off.
All right, so we got a couple super chats to get to here. We got Jefferson Exotic. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Appreciate the $5 super chat. He says, "Oh, Mike the Snake here. Oh, talk only about me. I'm important and interesting. Oh, I am worshipped by approximately 2 billion Christians worldwide." How was that, Jefferson? I think I did good. Worldwide. I think that was a good one.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Feels
Hope
like
you
he's
like
here.
How did that? Is that something that happened on the last show? Did he make some random comment about being Jesus?
No, it's basically just everyone, that's kind of like the contingent, not contingent is the right word, but that's the consensus amongst some of the chatters that everything turns back to him somehow. And it's all about him. I don't know. I don't find anything bad about Mikey. We got REG gifting 1 membership. Who is the lucky winner? Thank you, Ari. Very kind of you.
Milkshake was the lucky winner. Milkshake.
Whole milk.
Whole milk. Yeah, that was it.
Which you use to make milkshakes. So
No,
technically correct.
I saw
Ali.
Mike
Yes.
the mistake on the screen as I'm thinking whole milk. I merged, like I fucked both words up.
I gotcha. And we got Marco using his member chat. Thank you, Marco, for being a member since the beginning of time. And he wants to get his money's worth. Let's give him what he needs. Going old school. We got Burb in the house. Hey, Burb.
Speaking of bringing milkshakes to the yard.
There you go.
Marcelo, let's go. Camera on, buddy. You're the only one without a camera on. You're fiking up the flow here.
JJ out.
Yeah.
I say no. If you want to boot me, it's fine. I mean,
No, I don't want to boo you. I want to see you on the bird. Well, you don't.
okay.
You don't want to show us? That's all right. You don't have to show us.
He's taking a deuce.
Yeah.
We don't
got
need to be shown that.
This is distinctly possible too.
We got the Ghost of Yiddish Gambino with a member chat. He says, "Great. Ali bought his dad the ejector seat from the James freaking Bond movie. And we got a member chat from Duco. He says, "Can I get this AI is out of fucking control?" Absolutely, Duco. It is your birthday. We can give you anything you want. Let's see here. All right. First I'll warm you up first.
Roman! Did you see that? Its AI is out of fucking control.
Yeah. Boom. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. We got Design Atelier in the house. Good to see you. Mike is Caesar. All shall come to his feet and worship. Yeah, there is definitely a consensus of some guys who like to have a mic. And we got Roman in the house. Good to see you, Roman Sharp, for the $50 super chat. Thank you, Roman. Roman, I don't know if you're sleeping again like you were the other night, but good to see you. Roman's been visiting the last couple of chats. Been good to see him. We had a good.
Did you get a chance to talk about his appearance on Patrick Bette?
That was the first thing I asked him. I was like, "How awesome is that? You were on PVD podcast." We spoke about that a bit and about if you brought up the Trump sneakers. Then we started veering off into that and his.
I remember. I posted that in the store in private WhatsApp group, the IG, right? And I remember when I saw it popping on IG, I saw it and I paused and like my brain glitched out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this? I thought it was photoshopped. I thought he was just trolling people first. But I'm hoping he was trolling people with the fact that he likes the Cause AP collaboration, because oh god, Roman, please no.
We spoke about that briefly. He actually did a video. I saw him.
I know he did.
Yeah, a video on that. So. Let's answer his question. Anyone see Vukum's latest video with some? I don't know if those are big eyes. Eye rolling. Oh, okay. I'm a little blind, so hard for me to see. I didn't. What is Do we know what it is? Can we look at it?
It's why I left 47th Street.
I've unsubscribed from the channel a while now, so I don't know.
Let's see here. Vukum addresses allegations 2 days ago. Is that the one, Roman? You could just let me know in the regular. It's only a 6-minute video. Maybe we could check it out
with the links, with taking out links. Is it that?
I don't know. I never really watched.
I've never even heard of this guy.
It's not a real word. Well, that's remember John Buckley. He was on the show. Not giving the industry a good look. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. I saw one of them. I like, John Buckley. He's here we go. He sent the link. Can someone pull that up? Maybe we could breeze through that. Oh, here we go. We got it.
Yeah, I got it up.
This is the same one that he sent the link to.
No, that isn't the same one he sent the link to.
Oh, let's see which one he.
This is the latest video, though.
Maybe it was one before that.
All right, let me pull that one up instead.
I think they opened the store in New Jersey. I did see a different episode. It was like the first one. I only watched one. It's hard. I don't really have time to watch them, but I did see one. There wasn't anything really controversial though. It was just they had bought like I don't know, like a package of watches from some guy, and then the guy didn't want to do the deal. Then he did. I don't know. It was pretty basic.
I was I don't want to get into that. If you want, we can set this at 1.5 and go through it for a little while if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I don't know how long it is, but the last one I saw was 6 minutes. Is this the same one that he pulled up here?
It's the 19? One he posted. It's the one.
Maybe we could just zip through the meat and potatoes of it. What is the title of it?
A Day in a Vukum Luxury Watch Store Pilot.
Oh, this one I think is the one I saw. When they have the hammer. You can breeze through it.
Roman says read the comments.
Okay. I don't know if John actually acts like this or if it's a gag. Now, this is how it actually goes. These guys are fucking selling boxes. Remove all the links. Don't give 2 fucks to rip the customer. Don't mess with the customers the way they call. Every single one of these guys needs a lesson in customer service. Buckley is why people. So, this comment, dude, I don't want to get into it. I had nothing. I have nothing. No personal firsthand experience. But it's not the first time recently that somebody just went fucking ape shit on them, and it was well before 9 days ago. There's definitely no lack of hubris and definite absence of decorum. Buckley needs to dial it down.
Yeah, I think honestly, part of it was maybe playing up a little bit for cameras. Because this is the one I think I saw. If this is the pilot, this is the one when they're sitting at the desk with the hammer. If you could breeze through just a little bit, we don't even have to really. I don't know if I saw any of this. Clip to another part. Let's just see if I can see
the
anything.
pilot episode, but yeah, I agree, JJ. I watched like part of
This
it.
is the hammer.
Kind of like they're making a gag of it all.
Yeah, like because John's kind of like plays the crotchety old man, like he's cranky. Yeah. So now, all right, this one here, what they did was they, I guess they shouldn't be showing some of the secrets or tricks, but what they did here was they had a longer bracelet, so they were able to sell it with the shittier bracelet for $500 less, and John decided to keep the longer, better bracelet that he could sell it, for probably maybe $2,000 something down the road. I mean, I don't know. Is that a bad look? Good look? I don't know. I just, I don't know if I would be giving all my little secrets away on the thing, but I feel like they kind of played it up for the pilot a bit.
Okay, but think about it this way: you've actually had you are not the only one. More than one of us had the situation where, like we haven't gotten the right box for a watch, or we know, like in my case, I know exactly how many links I should get on a Rolex or on an AP, and if I don't get the right number of links, it won't. I need to buy extra links. All those type of things, like they matter. So when people do stuff like that, it pisses you off. I mean, and it should. I think honestly, it should. Right? They should be pretty upfront about it.
Roman says, I like John and known for a long time, talking about pinching the links in the boxes and the blow use on camera. I heard them make a joke about that. I don't know. Did they actually do that? In defense, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know. Did they were doing drugs? I think they made like kind of a joke about something. I do remember something like he says, I forget what he says. What's his name? The Vukum guy, Tyler. He says something and like John like rewords it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't think it was like I don't think it was like I don't think it was a good look either, but I think they played a lot of it up for the camera.
Yeah, but JJ, think about it. It's not official shop, authorized dealers. This is a gray market dealers. Also, they you buy a watch, they give you a price. Now, assumedly that less links, the watch is cheaper. So if you want to get more links, I guess you add more into the price. I guess I don't know. Marco, what is your thoughts? You are in this industry. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it. It's straight up either fraud and or deception. Like you're essentially deceiving your customers or committing willing fraud. By pinching links. Like I will tell somebody always, hey, it's short like 1 or 2 links or
right,
whatever, because it's part it's part of the price. Like a Rolex Jubilee link is like $250. A Day link is $600. Like these costs add up. A box is $300 all the way up to for the XL box is like I think $1,200 or $1,600. So it's not. It makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to look at the comments and see, but I'm guessing from what Roman's saying that they got a bad reaction. Which I mean, yeah, I think if you're going to make money selling watches, right, you don't want to like give away all your tricks of the trade.
Yeah,
it's luxury bizarre from Temu. That's a funny comment. I'm sorry.
From Wish? Is that like to Wish?
It's like Wish.com. It's like Wish.com luxury bizarre. That's fucking funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess people won't buy from them then. But like, that's the thing. It's like, are you trying to drum up business to sell watches, like, or are you just trying to drum up drama for the TV show or the whatever the show? I don't know what the plan is here. But yeah, I would say that's probably
Well, I don't know, and this is actually one of the confusing things, and the for me on whether it was NICO, Watch Eric Rome, and any of them is that there's a distinctly different market approach to the luxury watches than running a show. All right, never mind. The boss.
We're gonna get the perspective from Roman. Let's see. Welcome to the show.
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
I'm watching the Eagles beat the Rams.
I'll take that.
There are more green jerseys in LA than there are freaking blue jerseys.
Actually, not a surprise.
Not a surprise at all. What I was saying with that video is Well, there's one good thing came out of it. I'll be honest with you. I think at this point we're going to be completely off Reddit with gray market because now Reddit has something new to talk about. I think this was I'm thinking this may have been a failed attempt to make a sarcastic video, but the
Right.
stuff about pinching links and boxes and like why do that? What a lot of people don't realize, what am I doing here? A lot of people don't realize is that, you take on certain responsibility when you put out a video in regards to the gray market, right? Because we're generalized. All gray market dealers are generalized, and not just gray market dealers, any watch dealers. We get generalized. And with guys talking about like that, it is assumed by those that don't know that, hey, every dealer does that. Doesn't matter if you authorize selling pre-owned product or if you're hold on, let me get some lights on. Here we go. I can see better. And that's the stuff that's just not necessary to be on camera. There's some things that just shouldn't be on camera, right? You want to pinch links, go ahead. Boxes, go ahead. We all know Rolex boxes are generic. I keep a stockpile of 50 to 100 Rolex boxes at any given time. And sometimes the boxes be too shit, so we'll replace it. Or sometimes when you buy from a dealer, and what do you get? You get a card and a Rolex. We all know that. But just why? Why stir up more drama?
When I was watching it, I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of watched a little bit. I just kind of breezed through it for a few. Because I know John, and he's been on the show before. I met him a couple times in person, and I always got along well with him. So I wanted to check out the show, and I know they opened the store. It's not really far from where I am, and I was thinking about checking it out. So I said, "Oh, let me see the pilot." And I did. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I don't want to insult John because I like him, but I did get a bit of
No,
the
I know the
cringe
guy 20
factor.
years. I'm not trying to
Right,
insult
right.
him. I'm just asking the
But
question why.
I did get a bit of the cringe factor too. Like, oh, should you really be doing this? Is this good for business? Like, if you're selling watches, maybe good for like YouTube business, right? To have like something a little, maybe controversial is what they were going for. I don't know, or was it satirical? I don't know, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, I got a question for the panel. So it's pretty obvious that the reality type shows on YouTube are dying, right? Because there's just too many people in the space and there's not enough supply. There's not enough demand, right? It's a supply and demand situation. When it was, Anthony, me, and really it on YouTube showing, the life of a watch dealer, etc. Right? It worked. Now it's the views are down because the interest overall in the market is down. Plus, again, there's 100 YouTube channels that are showing what they do on a daily basis. Kind of gotten boring. Ideas. What would be, as a viewer, as a watch collector, what would be the one thing you would want to watch? Because everybody kind of gets tired of these reality TV type shows at this point.
I'm gonna answer your question, but it's not gonna be like, I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know that I believe it's a good idea to commingle those two things anymore, at all. Because I have not seen, and the topic of tonight's show, right, was NICO LEONARD right? Are fake watch enthusiasts sucking the fun out of the hobby? We don't actually want to get way too far into that, but that was actually something NICO said, and he's right, and a lot of us are feeling it. Is that you can't say anything without somebody trying to recontextualize it as being some form of evil or negative. It's like there's almost no benefit in talking about what you actually do. So if you're gonna do a show, it really, again, no offense, I've done business with you on multiple occasions, your company on multiple occasions, both with Alex, when Marco was there, and have no problems with it whatsoever, enjoy it. But a show about the business itself only opens you up to criticism, and by proxy opens up anybody that likes you to criticism as being some sort of complicit simp or something like that, right? And obviously you and NICO and Watch Eric and everybody got tied up in all sorts of manner of things, TPG Wizard and whatnot. So if you're gonna do it, it needs to be completely unrelated to the business. Like Roman SHARF on the history of AP, because he's an AP fanboy, might be interesting, but it should have nothing to do with like LB.
So funny enough, I just had this conversation with Adam from Mental Watches, right? We were on the phone. He's the one that showed me that video, called me. He's like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You might want to look." So now Adam, I took me a year and a half to finally get him on YouTube to start talking about vintage pieces because he is truly an expert. And he's been steady, you know, just doing his thing. Because remember, our market is very niche. If you're going to do talking head videos and educational type of videos, you're going to get 10,000 views, 15,000 views a video, right? It has been steady at it. And his approach is like, okay, well, I'm going to continue doing my educational videos. And as I do those, I'm going to only get the views of those that are truly interested and therefore get clients. And my argument back was, and this is what this is what we always bounce back and forth from. I do plenty of educational videos. Some of them do really well. Some of them just do okay because they get you typical views that an educational talking head video would. But I also told Adam, I said, but with a gray market episode, especially in the beginning, you create a fan base, but you also create clients that never thought about buying watches, collecting watches. They become new collectors. So that's really with an educational talking head video. I can talk about Audemars. I can talk about whatever. I'm gonna get those diehard watch guys that are already collectors. They already probably have a collection. With the entertainment type videos, which is what gray market is, or day in the life of a watch dealer, you end up getting views outside of this world and potentially bringing in or creating new collectors. And that's really the struggle that we go with back and forth in my marketing department in regards to creating some of this content. Recording phone calls works great, especially when you're doing deals. Of course, people think that they're fake, and in the following episode, you end up having to prove that the phone call where I was buying a rare watch, I actually got it. Here it is, right? So that's a bit of a bitch as well, but this is kind of what we go back and forth with. Like next week, the video, not to spoil it, I went to Sotheby's to review the Tom Brady collection.
Yeah,
Now, will I get some people outside of the watch world because it's Tom Brady stuff with a fancy title or a thumbnail? Probably. Is it going to get as many views than any sort of type of drama where $100,000 watch gets lost or something like that, right? This is the internal fight that we have within Luxury Bazaar today, within marketing, to say, hey, we feel like we need something new, something fresh, something that everybody is not doing. Just having a hard time coming up with it within our space.
If you do, so go ahead, Birmingham.
Well, I was going to say, I kind of also wonder if they're exactly the same demographic, because I don't even, is Nico's like, when he's like out, like driving a car and like doing all like the shenanigans, like I never watched those videos. And I don't know, I would almost think that, does that skew toward a younger demographic that wants to see like nice cars and just kind of like the shenanigans stuff?
Well, I mean, what Nico said the other day, Birmingham, and it sounds like what Roman's saying. They're just trying to do it a different way. They want to bring people into the hobby, right? So yeah. Nico's branched out into his cooking friends, his car friends, his athlete friends, musicians. So that's his approach, right?
Nico's business model is also different than mine. Nico is also in an entertainment business, and by him going into the car space was a very smart move because it's a humongous space online, right? So hanging out with guys from DDE and doing all those things. Celebrity aspect of it to me is an unnecessary flex. I have countless celebrity clients, and I never asked to bring them on camera or mention the fact that I spoke to this guy, I met with that guy, and so on and so forth, right? But if you're in the business model of entertainment, right? If I were to take it seriously, for example, last year we made 268,000 off of YouTube, which I divvied up between my content department, marketing department, social media people, right? That money, I didn't take a penny. All that money went to the entire marketing department as bonuses at the end of the year. This is what they work for. If I really wanted to push that envelope, then yes, I'd reach out to my celebrity friends and clients, and I would reach out to car guys. I would find a big space, right? But so it's very hard to compare when my business model is to sell watches, and whatever eyes I bring on is to sell watches rather than to get views and clicks and dollars from YouTube.
Yeah, but that is a much bigger pool if you're just talking like, hey, like I want to bring on whoever the celebrity is and like and show that kind of stuff, or even if it's more business minded where it's just like it's very much, I can see those as both being like larger avenues where you're going to get people that are like want to run their own business type of a thing. And oh, by the way, your business is watches and luxury goods and all that kind of stuff, where because you guys still sell a bunch of other stuff. not just watches.
So
like,
funny.
Roman, before you address that, can we pause for a second? JJ, do you want to catch up on?
Yes, and I think Ari wants to ask a question also. So let me just.
Sorry,
Ari, is it
get too far out of hand?
I don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know if is your mic on, Ari? I don't know.
My mic's on. My mic's on. I just didn't want to
right.
interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt.
All right, just give me one second here. Let me just catch up and then we'll go. All right, we got a $2 super chat from Billy Jeans, PhD. Thank you, Billy Jeans. He says, Roman, can we get a what's on my desk? Special Rolexes.
I did that video, actually. I did the off-catalog Rolex pieces. I did it on the Luxury Bazaar channel. And one of the things that Avi, our CMO, is starting to do is he's starting to break up the gray market episodes with some talking heads videos. So the last week or so, we'll put out a couple of talking heads videos. So we're gonna continue to do that, and that's gonna be a what's on my desk type of style video.
We got a $10 super chat from Kurt. He says, Boot Marcelo. I think Basil's raised the price to 20 because he already bid 10 to keep him. But Kurt did gift 10 memberships, so I guess that'll do it. There you go. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate that. Can you tell me who the winners are, Ali?
Sure. The winners of the memberships are Captain Kirk, Roar the Tiger, Els, Alex P, Omar, Forbin Colossus, Temple 91, and Luke M Tech, as well as Rose, and Mr. Roberts as well.
Cool. And we got a member chat from the Cap. He says, Happy birthday, Duco. All right, there you go. Ari, did you want to ask a question, sir?
Yeah, no, I wanted to maybe discuss what Roman was saying to try to help answer the question around what's next. So with all these, all the YouTube videos, especially for a successful business, you're doing it for one of two reasons, probably both at the same time: lead gen and demand shaping, right? And so with that in mind, when you're asking about what's next, it's really thinking about, well, what part of the watch collector journey haven't you hit yet? Because you're going to want to support that with content, with some kind of video. So, I mean, I'm just curious, have you thought about it from that perspective? Because there's some people are looking at watches, some people are upgrading their collection, some people are hating their collection. I mean, we see the whole emotional spiral here on the channel, and so I'm just curious from your perspective.
So here's what I'll tell you that's starting to give me new ideas, right? So when I went to Patrick Bet-David, they introduced me to their app. It's called Minect, right? Basically, it's an app where a user can go on, find an expert in whatever field he's looking for, ask him questions, and they have to pay for it. I looked at the app. I liked the idea. Of course, I was very careful when I got on there. The very first thing I wrote in bold letters is, all monies get donated to my charity, right? So, because last thing I needed somebody to say, oh, Roman is now selling text messages for $20 a pop, right? What that app does, and why I decided to go on there, is that it actually weeds out people that just want to chat, right? Like, I get Instagram messages all day long. People just want to ask a question, whether they truly, truly need the answer to that question, or it's just a general question. Because here, if you're paying $20 for a text, it's $20 a text. I set the pricing quite high for a reason. $20 for a text, $100 for a video message, and $20 a minute for a 15-minute call, right? So what that did is it cut out. It really gave me people that have serious, legit questions, and I put a broad range there in terms of, first, obviously, watches, marketing, business, and I've been on it for a week. I made like $2,000 already, believe it or not, for my charity, which is great. But I'm starting to really collect those questions, because within those questions lie ideas, which route I can go. What do people really want to know? And one of the things I consider doing, because a lot of the questions were business related, I spoke to a guy who owns a card grading service, which is something completely out of left field when it comes to watches, right? But he really has specific questions in regards to scaling, marketing ideas, and what can make them stand out from the big boys like PSA, SGS, and all those other guys, right? So maybe I'll be on that app for maybe another month, collectively take all those questions, and maybe I can possibly come up with some sort of a theme. Because as far as watches are concerned, to answer your question, I don't know if there's any other tiny little thing that one can hit within that realm that we haven't hit already. Be it history, be it horology, be it complications, be it new and exciting stuff. I can't think of that one thing that I haven't covered in at least a dozen videos, if that makes sense.
Well, at least now I know why Roman didn't respond to my messages where I said I need a friend.
I still answer my DMs, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that the business aspect is like that's evergreen. Like that's never gonna like go away. I've always been like so interested in even like the Trump sneaker thing. You know, like when I heard that, I was like, oh man, what's this guy doing? And thinking like, oh no, it's probably totally worth it. You know, like just the marketing thing.
From the beginning.
Yeah, and
it was an accident. If somebody told me what would happen before I bought those sneakers, I would have never done it. How about that? Because regardless of what happened and the fact that I got all the press and this, that, and the other, I still alienated a decent amount of clients, right? Because I never get political on my channel, my Instagram. And like I said, if I knew that me buying those sneakers would raise such a shitstorm, I would have never done it.
Oh, really?
I gotta say this. I think it's funny though, in retrospect, that Roman ended up being interviewed by like future cabinet picks by the upcoming Trump administration.
Yeah, I got some connections. I'll tell you what.
Oh, the Secretary of Defense. You know, it's like potential SecDef, right?
Yeah,
I did drop the link to Roman's charity for those who aren't familiar with his
thank you,
Watches for Good charity, and then also I did find the Roman secret catalog Rolex video. The link is there for anybody who wants to see that video.
Yep. And
by
real
the
quick,
way, we're now in the midst of getting about $100,000 worth of help down to North Carolina. We found I was having a hard time finding the one cause to help, and we're in the midst of finishing. I don't want to call it a deal, but we always want to make sure that the money goes and has an effect right away. So I wanted to help actually a church first. I told Nino, our CEO, I was like, Nino, why don't we there's got to be a church that went down during this whole thing. And the church is a quintessential, any religious organization is a quintessential place for people to heal mentally, to get together, right? And I found out that apparently as a 501(c), we are not legally allowed to donate to a religious organization.
Really?
Oh.
Which is the stupidest rule ever. I don't understand why, but
that actually does seem like kind of a stupid rule.
Yeah, it is actually illegal for a 501(c) to donate church, synagogue, mosque, doesn't matter what it is. If it's a religious organization, we're not allowed to do it.
All right, hang on one second here. We got a gifted membership from Mookie. Congratulations, Simon Hubbard. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Mookie, my man. We got a $5 super chat from Bubba Hotep. He says, I can understand booting Marcelo, but how can you animals boot Tabitha? Who's Tabitha? Was that the bird?
That's the bird.
Oh,
that's the bird.
I thought it was Eating Girl was the bird. I don't know. Well,
Tabitha.
It was fun while it lasted, Marcelo. And we got another $5 super chat from Mobster. He says, if men's watches keeps getting smaller, we will just end up wearing ladies' watches. I'm going to buy up a lot of ladies' watches, anticipating the trend.
Don't.
Don't.
It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Well, some watches are getting bigger, like the Cubitus, which I think is ugly as hell, but that watch is pretty big, right? Bigger than the Nautilus.
Oh,
you never know. Could go the other way any minute now. All right.
I wish they brought back something like a 3800 in a Nautilus rather than that Cubitus stupid thing, right? Bringing back a 3800. Don't go 37 millimeters on a Nautilus, right? I think that would be a much bigger hit, especially considering the market trends. But people say that, but they don't realize that these new models that these companies come up with, as uncreative as it may seem, it takes a lot of time. It's not like they thought of the Cubitus 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? They may have well had it in development forever and didn't catch on the trend of smaller watches. But bringing back a 3800 would just be amazing.
Yeah, that was like their big anticipated event. And meanwhile, I don't know. Some people liked it a lot, but me, I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame. I just don't like it. But it's too big. It's too square. It looked like what did I say at the time it came out? Like an Octo. I don't know if I said Octo Finissimo or Octo Roma, like reject. I don't remember which one I used, but yeah, that was pretty much where I was. I just don't like it, and I love I think the Nautilus, like the 5712, was one of my favorite Nautilus. I love that watch. I just don't like the
And the straight three-hander, right? The straight three-hander. It's like, why would Patek make an homage to a Cartier Santos? Like, it's just such a weak entry into that. Oh, we lost. Did Mitch
Man
fall
down. Mitch is down.
Oh,
No.
I've fallen and I
I'm
can't
here.
get up.
Just
Remember those
thought-
commercials?
Just thought I had to get the group awake again.
I want to see who looks more comfortable right now, Mitch in his recliner or Roman in his recliner. Who looks more comfortable right now?
Roman by a hair. By a hair.
By a hair, right?
Yeah.
By a hair. Yeah.
We need Cap in the chair with the gummies. Then we'll really
Oh,
have the trifecta.
with the
That was legendary relaxed.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that was the most relaxed I've ever seen. He's seen anyone on the show. He was melted into that.
Yeah, basically.
I feel bad for Ollie's dad. He probably has PTSD. Like he can't relax in a chair now after that that injection stuff that you pulled.
Injection seated him. Yeah.
Oh, guys, by the way, check this out. Do you see this behind me?
Oh, yeah.
Let me switch over here. Hold on one second.
Let's zoom him in. Wow.
Oh, that's watches, huh?
So,
Is that your vision board?
No, so if you know that branded status paintings I have behind my desk when you see my
Yeah.
videos, that was a project I did with my kids. There's an artist named Peter Tooney. We were in Wynwood Walls a long time ago, and we saw these cool canvases, which are basically collages of cutouts of a bunch of stuff like newspapers and stuff. And there's a play on words, right? So my posters that are branded status, the brand that has a bunch of brands cut out, like high-end brands, and status has a bunch of famous people. When we found out that an average canvas from Peter Tooney is $300,000, me and my kids said, you know what, we'll just make our own. So now I'm working on a new one where I pulled out probably dozens upon dozens of old catalogs of watches, antiquarian and such, and I cut out here. For the last 6 months, we painstakingly cut it out, all these watches. See it?
Oh man!
Wow.
And just to show you the scale of this thing, it's about 14 feet by 7 feet, right? That whole thing.
Wow.
And one is another 3-4 months of cutting these things out, and like some of these things are tiny, like you can see, hopefully, like yeah. And so hopefully after about another 3-4 months of cutting out, we're going to paint it over, and that's going to say "time equals money?" ? That's what we came up with anyway, with the kids.
That's interesting.
And then I'm going to have to find a big ass wall to hang it on.
Well, you have a second one heading to college now soon, right?
Yeah. So actually, my wife was in Boston this weekend. Her and my middle daughter, they looked at BU, they looked at Babson, and they looked at Northeastern. We found out that college tuitions went up by at least 15% since Marcus went, and acceptance rates went down by about 15%. So when Marcus applied to Northeastern and he actually got in, the acceptance rate was 9.8%. Today it's down to like 7.25%.
Wow.
Let me know if your daughter goes to Northeastern. Maybe your daughter, my daughter, can meet up.
There you go. That's great.
That's one of her top
It's a
choices
great
right now.
school. It's a great school. Funny enough, I asked G, I'm like, out of the 3 schools, these are the first 3 schools she looked at. I'm like, what did you like most? She's like, I actually like Boston University better. I guess she liked the vibe there, whatever it is. I don't know. But ultimately, they're going to go down south to the Carolinas, Florida, look a few more south schools. She doesn't want to go to the West Coast at all. She wants to stay on this coast, which is good for us. And ultimately, she can make her own decision. She's been talking to actually Adrian's wife. She's in the pharmaceutical industry because my daughter really likes biology and she excels in biology, but she's more on the marketing sales side. So there's a real opportunity there for her. But listen, at the end of the day, she just brought home an interim grades. She has a 4.85 GPA. This year, she took all AP classes, and she's doing really well. So she's going to have the grades. She's now every Saturday goes to like a 7-hour SAT prep school. So her schedule is not. She actually had to quit her job this year because we told us, like, listen, yeah, no, because I want my kids to work at the age of 15, but the classes that she's taking, the schedule that she has, I said there's just no room for a local donut shop that she worked at.
So going back to the question, though, the original question you asked, and this ties into the children thing, is when you came on your first season of Luxury Bazaar, you stated a goal, right? And the market has obviously dramatically changed. You had a certain number in mind. That's how big you wanted the company to get. And then you've said on the show, even and obviously on LB, on the Gray Market Show, you said you have an exit strategy, and the exit strategy hasn't either it's still in play or hasn't panned out or whatever. But now you're talking about new forms of content. But for the past 3 years, as long as we've known Roman Sharf off of YouTube, right, in Luxury Bazaar and the rebranding Luxury Bazaar, it's been I'm like coming to the end of the road on this journey, and there's going to be exit. Obviously, you've also, your son, to his credit, you said very clearly he's done his own thing, and but you did kind of bootstrap him at least a little bit, nudge him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your exit strategy if you're going to start with new content? Like,
so here's the thing: is there is something in the works. There was an opportunity at an exit during the COVID boom, and it was sidetracked by another opportunity of an exit from a big to-do company that was interested in purchasing us. They kind of strung us along, and we ended up missing both opportunities, if you will, right? In retrospect, I look back, everything happens for a reason, right? I believe in God, so it is what it is. So now we're actually working on something that is supposed to revolutionize the watch industry, at least the secondary market. We're looking at a project that we're working on as we speak, which is sort of I don't know, call it a platform killer, right? There's a lot of platforms out there that sell watches. I don't want to mention any names. They just don't do it right because, unfortunately, you talk to 9 out of 10 collectors, they wouldn't be caught dead buying certain things on big platforms. They prefer to go to somebody where there's a human on the line and so on and so forth. So we're going to capitalize on that. We're also going to capitalize on the fact that in today's day and age, we have this wonderful new technology called AI. And so there should be an announcement coming. I was hoping over the next 6 months, and that is the path to the exit. Obviously, I cannot create content on that today due to privacy issues, et cetera, et cetera. But once that is set in motion, expect to see a lot of that content. And I also will want to document the exit process, if you will. So that could get exciting.
Have you thought of doing your own watch? Like, not like a brick watch. I mean, like
the Paul Thorpe watch.
Something. No, the Portnoy one. So, but like,
did we get
actually,
the super chat
actually doing
earlier?
your own, but then
Not
actually
yet.
like covering what it is like to actually make a watch. You know what I mean? Like to go like start it
So
from
here's
like designers.
I thought
like
about that. I've
going
thought about that
outsource
so many
movements and that.
times. You know what happens though is because I know the inner workings of Switzerland, if you will. Like I
Yeah.
know which factory makes what for whom. I know where every part is made. I know that Richemille split second chronograph carries a $4,800 Vacher movement, right?
Yeah.
And I thought about going that deep into it. And my whole thing was I can get out, I can make $100,000 watch around the same cost that all the big boys do it because I have the relationship with these factories. I have access to them, right? I have watch designers that I know that design for a multitude of these big boy brands. You've seen my buddy Jason hung out with me in Switzerland, the watch designer on Instagram. He's designed for a dozen major brands. And he's a really good friend of mine. So and he's been bugging the shit out of me. He's like, let's do the watch. And I almost feel like if I were to do something like that, I would rather find a talented and watchmaker to make something from scratch rather than I can get an off-the-shelf movement, which is amazing. Vacher makes some of the best movements, right? I think that their tourbillon off the shelf is amazing. Their chronograph, their split second, all those things are amazing. But for me to do that, going to a factory is going to make me the case and the dials and so on and so forth. I'm doing another slap together, right? So no offense to guys like Chapek, right? For example, that did exactly that. No offense to brands that go out to revive old names, buy the rights to the names, go out to all these external factories and make their own stuff. And they don't make their own stuff. So for me, it's like I don't think I'm a big enough name to make a Roman Sharf watch, but to get behind maybe a young, talented watchmaker coming out of school, the problem with that is the competition on that is fierce. Because you got guys that are winning these FP Journe awards that, are starting their own brands with backers like, I don't know, the Hourglass Company and so on and so forth. And I don't know. It's always, I've always toyed with the idea. I am toying with the idea of creating a club, perhaps,
Mhm.
where all watches are bespoke. And if I can get enough of these young independents that I know and don't know on board to be able to make watches for people, the problem that's going to become is they're not going to be accessible. They're only going to be accessible by a few elite because those watches get into a price tag of 100,000 plus.
Yeah,
So
I find that such an interesting thing that how few watch brands like actually are like completely vertically integrated, right? Like how many of them are just like, no, they're just
I'll give you one.
buying off the shelf
Give you
new
one
ones.
that
They're
will
why would
dials. They're not
Roman-
making them.
I'll
The
give you
idea
one
that
that
you
will
just said,
shaft you. How
Roman, why
about
would
Frank
you-
Mueller? Did
Say
you know
again?
that Frank Mueller is completely fully integrated?
You did the video. You visited them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
And
know
they-
that from you.
Yeah,
And that
exactly.
they
A lot of
like
people,
make their
a lot of
own
people didn't
machining
know
and
that.
that kind of
When I
stuff. But
spoke
that's
with
also
the
why they're so
CEO, I told
expensive.
him it's a problem that people don't know that you need to show the world that you make from every tiny little screw all the way out to the case and everything else.
Well, I think part of the problem, at least with Frank Mueller, is that, as far as I can tell, the only place they actually bloody sell are not places that I would go to buy a watch. Like, it's at the counter at Neiman Marcus. It's like the worst possible place to get an education on a bloody high-end
Their issue
timepiece.
is the business model. They still are in the distributor, retailer, consumer distribution model. So they make $60,000 of watches and they're all sold because their distributors take them all. It's what the distributors do later to, where they dump some product on the market and the costs are lower and the resale value isn't there. That's where the issue comes in. But they're very cash heavy. They're probably one of the very, very few companies in Switzerland that is not strapped for cash because everything is paid for, all the millions of dollars worth of machinery, the factories, the real estate. I mean, this guy, Bertan, he runs a tight ship. He's old school. If he needs to buy a new CNC machine for $1 million, he's not taking credit. He's buying it. And not to mention, the fucking guy bought an extra few acres of land next to Mueller land just so he can put a Frank Mueller sign that you can see when you fly into Geneva. I mean, it's pretty big flex.
We got a super chat here from Joseph Fruski. Good to see Joseph in the chat. $5 super chat. He says, Roman, I'm a college professor and I got my doctorate at Northeastern. Great school.
It is a great school. When my son got accepted there, his college counselor back at his school told him that it's a reach school for you. So you have like the definites, the backups, and then you have like the reaches or the impossibles, right? So he told him Northeastern was a reach. That's why he applied and he got in and he showed it to his college counselor. He didn't want to go there. He wanted to go to Miami.
So going all the way back to your original question, Roman, I have a question for you to maybe drum up some different responses. Of the people who appear on Gray Market, right? And you have the two major channels, Gray Market and Roman SHARF. Who actually likes doing it? Like, does Alex like doing it?
So Alex is a very bit of an introvert. He does like doing it. It just doesn't seem that way because of how he is as an individual, right? He's an introvert. I like doing it. Adrian sometimes acts like he doesn't, and it really depends on the mood and how busy his schedule is, I should say. And Anna is somebody that understands that she needs to have FaceTime on the channel, but it's not her thing. Kevin likes it. The new kid Tito that we hired really likes it. That's what brought him on. I mean, he's been trying to get a job with us for a year and a half, and he finally got the job, so he takes advantage of the gray market. But for the most part, Adrian's dad Gary actually likes it a lot. Whenever there are trade shows, he's able to shine, kind of thing. But and Natalie likes it a little bit, but everybody, for the most part, it's not about even liking it. It's gotten used to it. So cameras are rolling all the time, and people are just used to it at this point.
They don't do like I do in Hyde when I'm at your shop and the cameras and the cameras come.
So just spin it off into, if everybody likes it, instead of trying to make it a large production, if you just spin it off into like people like what's on Roman's desk, spin it off into a bunch of those.
Yeah. We try to do like a day in a life of a particular individual. But remember, when we put these videos out, we look at the analytics. We see what the drop-offs are. When, let's say, a person X is on camera, the views drop off, and person Y is on cameras, the views go up. So we have to listen to the analytics and watch the analytics. But I'm also starting to think that we've gotten so deep into this that perhaps we should go back to the basics and did what we did in the very beginning, where we didn't look at the analytics, where we didn't really put much thought into it. We just let the cameras roll and let it go. But you still have to keep up with the times. You have to keep up with the algorithms. You have to consider the competition, quote unquote, that's out there.
And you really think that secures you business?
I know that it does, because you get to a level where, again, it's all part of what I believed in before social media even existed. Educating your consumer to a point where they feel stupid to buy anywhere else besides you, regardless of price, within reason, right? I've always gone by that. And this is just that, but on steroids. You create a fan base, you create those that from whom you remotely earn respect without having to ever even meet them or talk to them. And the potential consumer, the idea is you just stay enough in their face where when they think about that making that purchase, they think of you and only you, right? I've had people that walked into my office and said, look, I'm buying this. It's a true story. Oh, and the guy was selling a watch. He's like, listen, I got an offer down the block for 17.5. You guys offer 17, but I still chose to come to you because I just wanted to come to the office and meet you guys. I ended up giving the guy 17.5 just because of that. But it creates a culture, creates a fan base, and it really does bring business. But a lot of people think that, oh, you go on YouTube, you make these cool videos, people become your fans and they want to buy from you. No, it's a full circle thing. And the main thing about it is to staying in your existing clients and potential client spaces. And the circle is long form content on YouTube that creates rapport, creates a following, followed up with short form content on Instagram, which is gives you the impulse buys, right? And sort of like, oh my God, I can't believe you just got this. Or I was looking for this and Roman just got it. And then it goes further. You have your email marketing. And another very important factor is the writing. Gray Market Magazine is probably, if you look at all the watch blogs out there, the famous ones, you'll notice their traffic trends are like this. Gray Market Magazine is the only one that has a traffic trend that's going upwards still. And again, a lot of it's due to the loss of interest in the market in general, interest in watches, because as the market goes down, so does the interest. But it's that full circle of email marketing, social media marketing, short form, long form content, and blogs, good old fashioned blogs that complete that circle that allows me to really touch an individual or be in the person's face, whether he's an existing client or potential client. And, number of eyes do matter. They actually really do matter.
So then why change anything right now? Why not just sum it up to any drop off has to do with just the drop off in the market as a whole?
To be fair, and by the way, my phone is dying, so if I lose you guys, I apologize. I have like 3% left and I don't have a charger here. But not trying to, it's really for the viewer, right? Because people have been watching our content. They will continue watching our content, but it's just me wanting to bring something fresh to guys like you to say, oh, wow, this is cool, and sort of re-spark the interest some more and break away from something that everybody else is already doing.
Makes sense.
All
Let me
right, fair
see here.
enough.
We got your friend Mikey with a $5 super chat. He says, Duco, happy birthday, my friend. Good to see Roman. Hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving this week. Best group around.
Thank you, Uncle Mikey.
Well, speaking of which, my phone is down at 2%. I want to wish you all guys a happy Thanksgiving. I would stick around a bit longer, but this phone is going to die in about a second. I didn't want to be rudely cutting out. Good to see everyone.
Thank you for coming
Everybody,
over.
happy
Good to see you,
Thanksgiving.
man.
See you guys.
God bless, man.
Take care.
All right, there he goes. We had a busy week, man. Some panel. We had Roman on, we had Nico on, and then we had some dickheads fighting over Mike the Snake.
Wow.
What a fucking odd world this is, huh?
Yeah.
That's my snake. So
That's my snake.
I don't, dude. I just can't imagine like both Nico and Roman, which we've had the fortune of talking to, a fair amount on show and behind the scenes. When I hear what people say, sometimes on other channels and some stuff behind the scenes, even about like Mental Watches fairly recently, like people can be super, super precise in their criticism with what they perceive to be total information from YouTube videos. I would want to do what they do and just put their business out there. Because to me, it's like there's no it's just an endless amount of frustration. But I mean, obviously, he's not wrong. I mean, I know I actually have met a lot of people that are aware of Luxury Bazaar and want to do business with Luxury Bazaar because of the show. I mean, I met enough people at events. So,
yeah, it definitely gives you. It's not even, I would say, maybe partial star power or whatever. People see you and they want to buy something because they know. But I think part of it is familiarity, right? It's like they know the process, they know where they're buying from.
Yeah.
They see it, they get familiar with it, and they consider buying from you. And then once they do, they get used to it. They feel safe doing it if they have a good transaction. I think that's a big part of it.
Sure, and they feel like.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. They feel like there's a place that I can look. If something goes wrong, I can go to YouTube and blast the shit out of you. Not saying that's going to work, but they feel like I can. There's a reachability. It's like you're right there. Like I can find you if I need to. That that goes a long way.
I think it's more than that. That is, I guess, part of it too. Like there's no hiding, right? So, you're going to get the right deal done. But I think that kind of goes back to like what puzzles me a little bit about. Why you would do, and it would be funny. Like I would like to, I should probably reach out to Buckley and see if we could get him to like do a reaction. I mean, I know he doesn't really probably give a shit, but I'm just curious to see like what his reaction is to like all the negative comments in his thing. Like, does it not matter? Is it just, hey, get the clicks and get out there and make it known? But like, that's why I don't understand why you would show the parts about like pinching a link off or, maybe not being extra polite to a customer. I don't know.
So I do kind of wonder, some of it though is like a generational difference, because Buckley's been in this for so long, and also kind of coming from like that New York like background, like they would absolutely swap dials. And
you almost touched on something though important though. It's not even the generational difference. It's the difference of not dealing with end users. It's B2B. You said, that he's used to 47th Street swapping dials,
exactly.
Pinching a link, or if you have too many links on one bracelet, you save that for the next one because why would you give more? They're used to kind of breaking each other's balls because it's B2B. Like I think that's just his style for so many years. It's like that's not going to change now.
And I when I went there, I figured like, oh yeah, I'm going to walk the Diamond District, do a little bit of watch shopping, and I was a little bit surprised at things that just some of the shops down there, they're like, yeah, this is like just like brand new. And I'm like, dude, this is like a recut fluted bezel. This is like way over polished, a lot of bracelet stretch, like just some of those things that if you didn't really know, like you could get taken advantage of. And I don't think that it's indicative of all of the gray market. I do think that it's a unique culture down there.
Yeah, but a lot of these dealers buy from them.
Well, there is
those watches are in circulation with these guys,
Yeah, so I think you have to be careful. I don't think Roman's buying, pieces, what I mean, and representing, if he's calling it like, what I mean, like unworn, like it's, he's a reputable.
Right. Well, I think the difference is like, because you see the videos when they actually go down there and do the buying, it's like, you're selecting what you're buying, so you're not buying something that's like fucked up. You
and the people down there know that, what I mean, like someone like, a legit buyer that's going to come down, they're not going to be like, they're trying to pass off something, something funny, but it does happen, unfortunately, in the used, I just want to call it maybe the used trading space, especially among like non-professionals.
So you were saying Oshin was right about 47th Street? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure I got this right.
I don't know. What did Oshin say about 47th? I don't know what he said. I really don't know what he said. What he said?
Never mind.
I have no idea.
Was this
what he said?
Me neither.
Does Oshin own
what did he say, Ari?
47th
Ari,
Street?
you got to tell me.
He owns
Ari,
it, right?
What did he say?
I thought he owns all of 47th Street.
Ari's got his finger on the button.
Yeah.
No?
Which button we talking about? This
half of
piece laser
47th Street?
The
That's what I
laser.
heard. He owns it all.
I don't reveal secrets. Sorry. I don't blab.
Jeez.
Ari, you get a phone call tomorrow morning. Your Batman is in. What do you do? Let's exercise this critical thinking. It's 10 a.m. You're at work. You're at work, right?
Yes.
You're an hour or 2 hours into work. I don't know. You work a lot. So I'm going to say you're 2 hours into work at that point. Knee deep in it. Bling, bling, bling. Hello. Hi, is this REG from the Watch Hangout? Sure is.
That's exactly what they will say.
That's funny.
Hey, we heard you got a new refrigerator. Yes, I just got a new refrigerator. It's excellent.
Why, it's amazing.
Why do you ask? Well, sir, we'd like to offer you a Batman today.
Well, that first thing I would do is check to see if it's a crank call. I know that wouldn't happen. But assuming it's not.
This sounds like Captain. Is this Captain? What the
This is Captain, and he's melted into his chair on his 14th gummy.
In the background, you hear, "Hey boys,
hey boys, I got you." I don't know.
Do you call Marco and say, "Hey, I got a date. Just available. I need top dollar right away."
That would be part of the choice. And then I would need to decide how much my son likes university. You know,
he probably
I'm joking.
Like it. You know,
yeah.
He'd be all right.
Then I decide if
he needs to get a job. He needs to get 3 jobs.
That's right. Like
Suck
Ralph
Suck it up. Yeah.
University.
I would make it work. I would make it work. I would make it work.
Worst case scenario, you charge on the credit card, you flip it, and you never hear from them again, and you make yourself refrigerator money back.
That's exactly hopefully more than refrigerator money back for a Batman.
Yeah, but it sounds good when you say refrigerator money.
That's true.
Bourbon are doing
it. So speaking of calls.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I did get a call from an 80. And I did share it in the group, but not live yet.
Hey, Robert.
Hey.
Wait, are we gonna do this unboxing right now?
And
Hold on, we gotta get some more votes here, Burb.
Might as well.
I can't
hang out. I can't hang out that long.
All right, well then that means you guys better press that fucking button
let's
fast,
go,
man.
guys.
There's 120 viewers right now. How many we got?
60.
60, 75 upvotes. Come on, 15 is a mere bag of shells for you guys. You guys want to see? You obviously you see the box. You know what it is. I mean,
upvotes are free.
Yeah, upvotes are free. They don't push it. We're gonna say 75 upvotes or a $20 super chat, whatever comes first. Remember, Burb's on a time limit. He's got what, a minute and a half before he's got to go.
Yep, just hit it.
Hit it now or never, man.
Hit that upvote. So I did get that call a couple weeks ago.
I just got to pull this up first. Ring, ring. REG. Congrats, you've won $5 million. Are you sure? I never win anything. I just want to talk watches.
That is exactly how the call would go, by the way. Brian,
Brian, let me know if I should enter you in the race. You were going to donate via crypto. If you did, if you can confirm that, or if JJ wants to confirm it, I can enter you in the race.
I cannot confirm. If he can confirm, that would be great. I cannot confirm at the moment. I have different screens open, but yeah, we could add him to the race.
Can I just say something?
Regardless, he should be in the race for that comp.
Ari, if you get that call and you call me, I'll buy the Batman if you don't want it.
I was going to say I'll lend you the money. I'll give
No.
Call me. I'll buy it. I'll keep it.
I'm just saying I'm willing to buy the Batman if you don't.
I'll buy it retail off you, Ari. No problem.
Yeah,
don't worry.
No big
I'll
deal.
make it I will make it work.
Yeah. We got 75 upvotes. I feel like we did.
When Ari shows up on the next show with the Keystone Pipeline T-shirt, we're going to know exactly how he made it work.
That's damn straight. Damn straight. I mean, you know what? That's one thing again. Not to make it too political. With Trump back, I wonder if Keystone will have.
Keystone will be back. You better believe it,
baby. That's it, baby.
Drill, baby, drill. Right? Isn't that what they say?
That's it. Just open the spigots. Open the spigots.
Wait, they're saying that in Canada?
Yes, they're definitely saying it in Canada.
Or finally, but like, yeah.
Where's that?
Very excited.
All right, where are we at? Are we good? Did we do it? Did I win?
66 last I looked, but I haven't looked.
I think it's good enough. Come
on, man. All right, Burb wants to unbox.
Burb's got to go to bed.
You guys are.
What's in the box?
Really
so, anyways, getting that call, right? And then I did have a hesitation where I'm like, oh man, I've been wanting this one for several months. Then the market is going down. You're like, well, it wouldn't get as much on the secondary market. But
oh, there we go, baby.
Nice,
look at this.
Nice.
Beautiful.
What do you think? Are you in
the
love?
watch isn't bad either.
Starbucks, yeah, I like it. But I thought I would love it like quite a bit more than the No Date sub. I mean, they're
Uh-oh.
It's just okay. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It is
Well,
louder than I thought.
better. Say it, Burb. Say it.
It's louder than I thought it was. Like I've been surprised how many comments I've gotten.
But
This
thought
is coming from the guy who wears Lululemons.
Wait, I thought you said this is darker green than the other one.
No. This is the new. This is like the latest model. So it's the, I don't know if it's a Mark II bezel. So it's a little bit of a lighter green than the previous.
JJSW will give you 11 grand for it.
See, that doesn't even cover the cost plus tax.
11.5.
That's not for sale. I mean, it's not for sale, but
11.6. No, I don't want to knock the watch, but I've had the new sub, and the bracelet is just a little uncomfortable for me. I think the proportions look better, with the slimmer lug and the thicker. I would have just slimmed the lugs out and left the 20 mil bracelet.
Yeah, I don't think that a 21 mil bracelet was necessary.
Mm. And the Explorer 2, now they made a 22 mil. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Carlos, look at this. See, Burb, I started a bidding war. I know what I'm doing. 12,000. He says no. We need more.
But that's the question though, is like the piece that you've been wanting. If you get the call now and you're like, oh, it's not worth more on the secondary market, then do you actually buy it? I wonder how many other people maybe that was offered and they're like, it's roughly a wash.
Marco, you want to get in on this bidding? We're bidding on Burb's watch so far.
Not for sale, Marco.
12,
it's not.
12,000.
What's the watch?
Sermit.
What year?
Brand new. Yes.
12.5.
Like 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old.
12.5, Burb. We got 12.5.
There you go.
I'm not selling.
Is that Marco or Berdeen's? Is that Marco or Berdeen's?
I don't buy for myself personally, or I don't flip outside Berdeen's. So Berdeen's.
Here we go. It's official offer. By the way, big shout out to our friends over at Berdeen's. Oh man, I blew it.
What did you blow?
And here's Mr. GMT. I thought I pressed the button. No, I said a big shout out to our sponsor over at Berdeen's. There we go. We got to get him in there. Watch Marco. Check him out on the gram. He gives great prices. He's already the highest bidder here. And check out our friend Steve from White Glove Cigars. Let's drop his link as well. Sorry there. Cut you off there. What were we saying? 12.5?
Yeah, I do 12.5.
That was the bid.
There you go. Oh, look who got horny.
There you go. I put out the GMT whistle and he shows up.
Boys!
What's up, GMT?
So Marco and I got excited. I was excited that you got a sermon Burbs. I'm excited. That's all I can say. I'm very excited.
Thank you.
You wake up in the morning, you get excited.
Can you show us how excited you are?
That's a standard.
It was a good night, like 9-month wait probably.
Not bad.
What are we talking about here? What 9 months you waited for?
Yeah,
that's
9 months.
That's as long as it takes to get have a kid. There you go.
But I do wonder if the market softening a little bit maybe shortened it.
Oh yeah, I think
so.
GMT on a scale of 1 to 12, how excited are you?
13.5.
Oh man, that's a big. That's
man.
A lot. Yeah. The thing is, like, I get what you're saying, Captain Kirk. Yeah, you got to be at some point bored with it, but I think getting the call from the AD is a bit different. That you still got to get excited about, because that's like someone saying, "Hey, free money, come and get it." So that's still got it.
I would be so pissed.
By the way, I'll give you 13.5 US for your watch Burbs.
Oh, look at that shit. 13.5. What you gonna say, Ali? What you gonna say?
Nothing. I'm just kind of bidding war is now interesting.
It's not for sale, guys. I shouldn't.
Fine, 12.
He's wavering. It's like I shouldn't. It's not for sale. I shouldn't. He's wavering.
Well, it depends what the price gets up.
What's the retail on a sub? Like 10,000 now?
11.
Was it 10,000? Was it green bezels? 10,800 plus tax.
It's not that much money anymore. There's almost no profit left. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's like So if
It's
there's
crazy
not like a
because I
lot
don't
of
really
pockets,
know
like,
the retail price. Like people ask me, like, "What's the retail?" I'm like, I have no fucking clue. Like, it's
Yeah.
retail is irrelevant in my business. You know what I,
Yeah.
unless it's like a Ulysses down want to buy 70% or 30 cents on the dollar, then it's like kind of relevant. But
yeah, but it did. But like I
Man.
said, that I did have that moment of like, oh, do I even want it anymore? It's not even. Nah, I still want it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, even like I made an offer on an Oyster Flex Daytona with a black dial, and it was basically exactly what he paid.
Mhm.
That's just
that
what it is.
person
The
was
new
me.
references are falling hard and fast, depending on the dial.
Except the Pikachu. Except everyone I ask him for. That one's those are all double retail.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
mean the baby Pikachu is that's another one that's falling pretty hard. But the
Yeah, I don't
Pikachu
like
is
them.
still strong. That's still strong.
Yeah, you know what's
But
funny?
the old
The
model
one I
is really
had was the
tough.
one everybody wanted, and the Pikachu was soft. Now all of a sudden it's 360.
What was that Asian actor who wore it and then it just like took off and basically most of those go to Asia, to be honest with you, JJ. It's not Americans paying top dollar for them.
Burb, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Thanks for the
Thanks
unboxing.
for letting me do the unboxing.
Take care, brother.
Thanks for letting me.
Hold on. Before you go, big screen one more time. Let's go. Show that baby off. Look at that. Bam.
There you
Wear
go.
your watches.
Very
Dude, that looks
nice.
That's
very
how you
nice.
stay
That
sexy,
looks very
boys.
nice. That looks very nice.
All right,
That's
Burb.
good
Have a
looking,
good one,
man.
man. Good to see you. All right. Now it's just us.
That really
Let's
is a
talk
good
shit
looking
about
watch,
him. Fuck that. Fuck that guy and his call. No, I'm only kidding. I love Burb. I turned down a call for a bluesy about 4 months ago because I was in a pissy mood, regretting it now. I think you could get them about retail anyway, no?
What's the retail?
19.
Oh yeah,
You get
you
it
can
under
get it.
retail.
Right. I think it's 19. Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
get it under retail. You could pick up an older one for like $13,500, I think.
Cheap. Yeah, really cheap.
Cheap.
Folks are getting
I thought that was 17 and they're going up to that high. Jesus.
Maybe they are 17. I don't know. I don't really
Man,
look
the retail is 19. Jesus Christ. Watches have gotten expensive. You don't even
at
realize
16.
it.
Oh, he said 16.
Oh, 16. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
16 by the time you pay tax, you're at
Still under retail, right?
It's still under retail, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got offered $30,000 for my Vacheron.
Oh, did you? What'd you pay
I
for
really,
it?
I considered selling it for a second and wanted to get a Patek 5235G, which is the regulator dial annual calendar.
White gold or yellow gold with the black dial?
No, get the white gold. I like the white gold.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm keeping the Vacheron.
Did you pay a lot less for it than that?
I paid less than half that
I'd
price.
sell that son of a bitch so
Yeah,
fast.
why don't you just sell it?
I'd sell that son of a
It's
bitch
about,
faster
the thing
than
is about pride of ownership. I can't replace that. I can't replace
ownership.
it.
pride of ownership
So,
bullshit.
sometimes it's not about flipping. You know what I mean? It's not about money.
Oh,
Yes,
dude,
yeah.
that's rich
Yeah.
coming from you.
Yeah.
It's your whole business. It's your whole business model.
The whole business
Yeah,
making
but that's
money.
personal. It's a personal watch, not a business.
Oh, come on. Everything's for sale. You ever listen to the $1 Billion
What you
Man,
call
Ted
it?
DiBiase?
No, what
Right.
was it? It wasn't the Irving Jorgensen. He had another watch which you couldn't possibly replace, and he was like, this was his same storyline, and he flipped it anyway.
Yeah, I remember
Pizza,
that watch.
the pizza watch?
No, it wasn't the Laurent Ferrier. It was before the Laurent Ferrier. It wasn't the
No,
pizza
the
watch.
Hamilton, the pizza watch.
No, it wasn't Hamilton either.
Yeah, I can't remember which watch it was either, but I remember he wasn't flipping that either.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you
Then
can't
he got
replace
offered
this
a
one.
great
Like
price.
I can't. There's and
Yeah, there was a lot I didn't want to.
Everything's replaceable, man. It's just a fucking watch, man.
Hamster.
I don't know.
I mean,
Call that
clearly we
guy.
replaced Marco with Robin, like just
Call-
for half the show.
Call that guy.
God.
Yeah.
Marco did not like that
Way
joke.
to
Look at
go,
that.
Oliver.
I don't know. I thought that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny because never mind.
Not funny.
Call that guy back
Not
up
funny.
and say, "Hey, I'll take the deal."
Nah, I'm keeping the watch.
Tell him 40. Just tell him some crazy number. If he says yes, you could go buy another condo.
JJ's got a good point. Another condo. Marco bought a condo. Where at?
I don't know. Did you buy a condo or was it a house? Oh, should I
It's
not say that on the air?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a condo.
Yeah.
They have condos up in
I wasn't sure if
Chicago?
we're still
I mean,
live
they
the way
must,
you
I
guys are
guess.
talking. What the fuck?
What? What do you mean? Am buying property? You can't talk about that? We talk about that shit all the time.
Yeah, whatever. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
you already have a good night, buddy.
Take care, guys.
Ari had enough of us. Look, he's
Have
out
a
of here.
good
He's
one,
like, these
man.
guys are talking too much shit. Ari, have a good
No,
night.
no, I gotta go, guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
Ari.
Be well.
Ari, good to see you again, my good friend.
Good to
safe.
see you,
Sorry.
folks. Be well.
He told me he hated you before GMT. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, jeez.
That makes me love him even more.
I want to know how many times I could recycle that joke before people start not laughing. See, I would keep the one on the left.
Well, the one on the left is never leaving the collection. That's obviously never leaving the collection. That's my only true keep. I would sell every earthly possession, including a kidney and myself, before I sell the back row.
And so that Vacheron, what was it, 10 made? Or you're not even sure if there were 10
It's
made?
15. So I got the story of it. So it was essentially a special edition that a bunch of like really like kind of whale collectors did with Vacheron. They loved the render. Then they actually got the watch, hated the watch, canceled the order, and Vacheron ended up just kind of selling it off as like a special edition. You know, because at that point the watches were already made and paid for, but they refunded those collectors. So it's almost like a black sheep, you know, kind of like me. That's what makes it, I think, even cooler.
Why are you a black sheep?
I don't know. It's like a
'Cause you
rejected
can't grow a
watch.
mustache?
It's like yeah, no. It's like a rejected watch, you know. I think it makes it kind of cool.
Why is that? Why would they reject that watch?
Apparently, the render was totally different from what they actually received. Like the render versus the watch was two different things entirely. And then
But it's a traditional in a slightly different.
Yeah, it's got a blue dial. That's really all it is.
Yeah,
White
how
gold
did
case with
I
a
don't
blue
understand how they could. All right,
Marco,
what were they
listen,
expecting?
listen up, Marco. Let me
dial. Guys,
let me-
I'm not selling it. You're not gonna
forget about that. That's nonsense. You're gonna sell it eventually. I guarantee it. Go back to the guy. Say, look, this is a really exclusive watch. I thought long and hard. 40 is my number. If not, no worries. That's it. Cap,
It's not
talk
about
some sense into this young man.
It's not about money. It's pride of ownership, guys.
Pride of ownership.
Pride of ownership.
Wait, Cap's
Who's
on the
this
panel. Hey, Cap.
Yo, what's up? I had to pop on. It's Duco's birthday, for Christ's sake. Sorry about
Happy birthday to me.
Cap
Happy
came on because
birthday.
he figures we're gonna race in 10 minutes. That's why he's like, oh, I only got to do 10 minutes.
I had to lock
Little
in.
does he know
I've-
tonight's a 3-hour stream. So
well, we're in
hour.
We're in overtime, and JJ, I'm as you know, I retired from as being a Jets fan, so I'm between Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh. And if I stay AFC, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, which brings me back to the Bradshaw days. But Philly looked good tonight, so
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of the game. Now we're in overtime on this show. So Marco, I don't know what he's smoking tonight. Like this is a guy who moves off pieces faster than
I'm a changed man, man. I'm a changed man. I live in a new area code, you know.
I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but listen, Big Sal, doesn't Big Sal have a traditional like yours? Did he get
He has
one?
the Japan. I think he has the Japan edition. I
And
believe.
Japan editions are always better. So listen, I like, no offense, Marco, I like his aesthetics a little bit better than yours. Yours is
Okay.
beautiful.
Sure.
Yours is beautiful. Dauphine hands, you can't go wrong. But listen, you're gonna sell that watch eventually, right?
I mean, I don't plan. The thing is, right? I always wanted a Vacheron watch for myself, right? And like that is my personal watch. It's literally numbered,
but
11 out of 15.
But you had a
11?
Vacheron.
Yes.
Oh, you got 11's my lucky number, man. That's my
So
birthday.
are you
11,
sold on me
11.
keeping it?
I'm sold on you giving it to me, but I think it's a little too small.
But here's the thing, right? It's like what am I gonna get instead of it? Think about it. Okay, I get 30.
You get 40,000. You get a Corn de Vache.
You wait till the next one
care about
comes
a
in for
Corn de Vache.
11,000.
I'd rather keep the one I have. Corn de Vache is serially produced. This is a special edition.
Yeah.
I walk into a room, someone else can have the Corn de Vache. They won't have my
I wanted that watch forever.
It's a beautiful watch. I probably own it at some point, just not.
Hey, Marco, did you see how Cap was really strategic in the way that he said he didn't really like it as much? He hates your watch.
He hates your watch. No, I don't hate that watch because I like that.
He's doing the reverse psychology. Or
That traditional is beautiful. Like all of those are really, really good. I'm shocked that someone would offer you 30 for it. That seems high to me, but it's a limited watch.
I mean, the retail was 30,000 euros, Cap.
What does retail have to do with anything? We're in a freaking crash and burn market right now.
All
The
over
watch
Red
market
Rover.
is dead.
You just said 10
Haven't
minutes
you
ago,
heard?
All means nothing to me.
Drop,
Yeah,
drop,
exactly. That's
Drop,
exactly what he
drop.
said.
No one
For
wants
Rolex.
dress
We're talking
watches
about
except
for Rolex.
Marco. Marco, you think anyone else in your generation is, jonesing for a dress piece right now?
Listen, I do okay for
The
Rolex.
Wait a
answer is
minute. He's an
no.
old soul,
I'll buy a
man. He's an old soul. man.
5235G in a couple of years. It's
Okay.
fine. And I'll keep the Vacheron.
I will have to bring up one little thing that you said. It's a Vacheron. I need a Vacheron. You had a Vacheron that you sold within 5 minutes of you showing it to me.
So the thing is, Robert, I had the 56.
I know you had the beginner Vacheron. I got it. I'm just messing with you, man.
Fisher price my first
It's not
Vacheron.
even that it was a beginner Vacheron. It's like I just
beginner.
Do you know how absurd it is? We're referring to the Vacheron. Any Vacheron is a beginner.
It's a beginner. Yes, I know. I'm just messing.
Fuck, man, where the hell did we go?
Marco is Marco's above the 56. Come on,
That's right.
A man of his stature, there's no way.
He at least needs a
It's a great
57.
watch.
We
I
got
do
it.
love the
Next, he's gonna get a K Delil for God's sake. I mean, come on. Who are we talking to? Who are we talking about here?
So what it sounds like
This
to
reminds me
me.
of good old days. Everyone pick on Marco.
Yeah. So what it really sounds
Let's
like
give
is
Marco a
not
break here. Hold on a minute.
Marco's
not
head
that-
can't even fit out of the room after this thing. We're pumping him up.
It's not that Marco loves the watch. What I think is that he thinks it's going to be worth even more. That's what I'm getting out of this whole entire
That's the
conversation.
long con, Duco. The long con.
He's playing along.
Honestly, I
He
do love
does
the
not give two shits about this watch. He's
No, I do.
thinking
I love it.
he's thinking
I'll tell you guys,
40,000 is
in full
chump change.
transparency, right? Think about it like this: I paid $13,000 for the watch. My friend posted it. I said sold instantly. It was gone. I was like, I want it. It's done.
Smack that ass.
What am I going to replace? Even at 30,000, where am I going to find as special of a watch? I don't see it. You know what I mean? I just don't see it.
They have one on a European Watch Co., the Japanese edition, for 23,000.
But they made 100 of those. They only made 15 of mine.
Oh, yours is one of 15?
Yes, sir. 11 out of 15.
It's
not
probably
That's
worth.
why, that's why he's going to fucking hold it.
It's worth more than 30. It is. And
He's
you know
gonna
what?
hold it.
Here's what's going to happen. Marco, where are you? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
no, but the thing is, Cap,
No, he's going to get it.
I don't think anybody's arguing that. It's that what JJ said is the right thing to do. Say, look, I thought about it. I'll take 40 for it, but if you're not interested at 40, fair enough.
Right. Because
I don't know.
Ali, when Asia comes back, and I don't know when that's going to be in Hong Kong and China when they come back, China. Drill baby drill. That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. When they come back, who knows what this thing is going to go? But you're right. If you get 40 now, that's
full
nice.
screen?
Listen, does Marco really deserve that profit? Let's be honest.
Here, look at this.
Oh, there it is.
Can you see it? Number 11 right here at the bottom left or bottom
You
right.
got number 11 of 15?
It's pretty plain Jane from the back.
I can't see. I can't fucking
Is
get
that
it.
your lucky number or something?
No, but it's cool. It's
No,
like
it's my lucky number.
Numbered edition, you know?
40,000, Cap. You heard it here first.
I'll sell it to you, Cap, for 50. How's that?
26.
Oh, now it has a price point on
Only
it.
for you.
Amazing.
No, I really
It's too
don't
small for me. What's
All
that,
of a sudden, you
37?
weren't going to sell it. Now you're going to sell it for
38.
50. Holy
Is that
shit.
37 mil, Marco? How
It's
it's not
38.
38?
Yeah.
I thought the traditionals were because
they're
doesn't
all 38.
Swiss's is 38? I thought his was smaller.
No, it's 38.
I still like Big South.
Okay.
No, but I do like 11 or 15. Look, and that's a great number to have. I think 11's a great number.
No, I'm gonna jump on Marco's side. He shouldn't sell that watch. Give it
Do you know-
10 years.
Robert,
give it 10
no,
years.
no.
It's going to be worth.
That's not the
Robert,
argument.
you haven't
We
been
actually-
around
that's
him
not the
long
argument.
enough,
Oh,
mate.
yeah,
We're giving him
Robert.
shit at the moment.
We have
Don't
said
fuck
for
it up.
we've said for many years he shouldn't sell a given watch, given how he's talked about the Lauren Ferry and other things. We're also saying that he will sell it because he's a complete douchebag flipper of a seller.
He will, but wait
Right?
for a while.
So
Wait
since
for a
we
while.
know he'll sell it, we're trying to get him maximum dollars for it.
Hold on. Let me take a picture. I'll post it in the group.
They just sold a European Watch Co. Lunar Big Day for 11.2. Is that cheap or is that what they go for?
That seems cheap, but I mean Nate and Marco would know better.
Yeah, he's taking.
I don't know, man. Everyone thinks that these dress pieces are going to go to the moon. let me just remind everyone when I got,
They ain't going nowhere.
the 6006G, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to be worth 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. Just hold on to it." Sure, it's in the
I never
absolute
said that. I just said I liked it.
dumpster fire.
Toxic.
It's toxic sludge. Now, Marco's watch is much more limited. I think it'll hold. When you look at Calatrava's, some of them are at 26, 27. That watch is much more special.
I just posted it in the Hangout group. I don't know if anybody could pull it up, or I can in a sec.
I can pull it up.
Listen, Theo and Harris will be all over that thing.
Theo and Harris.
It's just Theo now, right? Harris.
No, it's a
split.
Christian. Which one's Theo? Is Theo Christian?
I don't think he's either one.
He's either neither one.
I think
he just came up with a name.
Forgive the wrist cheats, but yes, you get the
like Bark and Jack, Theo and Harris, right?
Bar. Where did Bark and Jack come from? I was thinking about that the other day.
He made a video about it back in the day. I forget.
Well, the bark is the bark is Barker. So Adrian.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then he had a partner, right? I think it was Robert.
Yeah,
he
there was
kicked
a
him to the
partner.
curb. He said,
"Yeah, he was a real jack off." So.
Hey, look at that, number 11 of 15.
He'll be here all day.
I have a question for you, Marco. So you posted on IG fairly recently. You were disappointed in Laurent Ferrier lately. John Chan asked the question: how would you compare the DC to your previous Laurent Ferrier?
So in terms of like watch for watch, the Laurent Ferrier is objectively a better watch. Natural escapement, better finishing, more interior angles. I think the dial is probably a lot more unique than my current Vacheron. But I sold the Laurent Ferrier for a couple of reasons. For one, I think it was too early in my collecting journey to own that watch. Like I wanted to own other watches. Like I owned a 321, I owned an AP chrono, then I went to a 15202, all that stuff. It was too mature for me at that point in time, if that makes sense, right? Like I loved the nuts and bolts of it, but there was other things I wanted to try. But yeah, objectively speaking, the Laurent Ferrier is a better watch. I'm disappointed in the current Laurent Ferriers because they don't have any of the stuff that I love about that. I think the finishing is downgraded. They have way less interior angles. The bridge striping is not as sharp as they used to be. Even just the rotor finishing is not as nice. And then also you have, like, I think personally, the fact that they lost the natural escapement was the whole selling point. So for those who don't know, it's a double impulse escapement where a normal escapement is just like a single, essentially, escape wheel, and then you have your I forget what the word is, that thing that essentially engages with the escape wheel and has the hairspring attached to it, the pallet fork, right? So it'll just usually be a single escape wheel. Now, natural escapement is a double escape wheel. It's actually invented by Abraham Louis Breguet. He only made maybe a handful of pocket watches that had it. And then the next person who was able to replicate that, I believe, was George Daniels. And then after George Daniels, only a handful, like Charles Frodsham, had done it. And Laurent Ferrier was the only person really like serially producing this to this level, that escapement. And it's has a ton of advantages in terms of timekeeping and all that stuff. So like the fact that it lost that just shows, like, in my opinion, significant cost cutting. Significant cost cutting.
So
because the tolerances are extremely tight on that, like very difficult to replicate. Sorry, I know it's all very nerdy and kind of weird and
no. I'm just upset that I was going to jump in on pallet fork because I would have had one right. It was 50-50 though.
Oh yeah.
No, my guess. I thought that anyhow. Marco, you were left out the Schwarz-Etienne Voutilanen. Number one, you had that and flipped it.
I did, but that came after the Ferrier. That was after. So the story is, I sold the Voutilanen for that because I just bought the Schwarz-Etienne, and then we got the Laurent Ferrier in stock at LB when I was working there. And then at that point it was still too fresh. And then the customer who bought the Laurent Ferrier, traded it back in. And at that point I'd owned the Schwarz-Etienne, 6 months a year. I was like, all right, I've had my time with it. It's time to get out.
So let me ask you about Laurent Ferrier because they must make a couple of hundred a year, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they can't be making more than 500 watches a year. It's got to be like 200-300 probably is my estimation.
They seem to be, beautiful dress pieces, but they seem to be kind of the less talked about brand out of all. A lot of the indies we talk
like
about.
A stone, Cap. They're sinking like a stone.
That's where I was going with this. They're toxic sludge. I don't know what's going to happen there, but they're not talked about like MB&F. And I know people who know in this stream and, in the independent world, they're known for sure about their quality. But now you're saying that they gave up on the double escapement. So,
well, it's not even just here. I'll pull up, for example, I'll show you guys like objectively things that were clear cost cuttings in my opinion.
I'm going to say something though. I actually think aesthetically, some of those Laurent Ferriers, from my aesthetically look, they're different than Journe. But like, why? Like, are Journe? This might be heresy, but like, my particular aesthetic, like I like the way those look aesthetically, almost better than some of the Journes. Now I know Journes are all Picassos, but
No, sorry, man. It's not even almost. I think Laurent Ferrier, most of their line is objectively looks better, like straight aesthetics than the Journes.
Right. Yeah.
Journes are intentionally an acquired taste. I think just that's the way that he approached it.
Right. Because he gets all obviously the kudos.
It's also just a value play, in my opinion. It really is.
All right, we got a super chat here from Bubba Hotep, $5. He says, Marco, what's the deal with John Waters' pencil mustache?
It's a work, honestly. So I'm on a diet when I've lost 12 pounds in the last 2 weeks. So nice. I've got another like 25 to 30 to go, and then I'm just shaving the beard off completely. It's gone.
It's
why?
The diet mustache.
What's that has to do with the diet? Yeah, I'm not. What's the correlation?
What do you mean? The beard hides the double chin. Guys, come on. The beard hides the chin,
Come on, what ladies got you on this weight loss journey?
No one. It's just I wanted to do it. You just flick the switch in your head. Here, okay.
No, I'm fat.
That's the problem. No lady has him on the weight loss journey. He's trying to change that by the weight loss journey.
Now it all makes sense.
Okay. So take note of this bottom bridge, like right here, right? Just to show you like an objective example. Like one thing that's very obvious. So you see 1, 2 interior. You see what I'm pointing out, right?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes. All right. I just
yes.
Yeah.
Where there's
probably got like 5 or 6, at least 5 interior angles. Go ahead.
No, right here where there's the three.
Yeah, I see them.
So there's 1 and 2 that are very clear, and then the third one up top, right? Yep. So this is the latest. Oh, somebody's got to. Does anybody have access to screen share the next screen?
I do. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do.
So this is the latest release. Again, no natural escapement, and it has just a Swiss lever, and you lose 2 interior angles, and they just smooth out.
Hell? So this is. I thought you might pull something up, and it would be like, from one watchmaker to the other, the finishing quality was different. No, this is an architectural change.
Yeah.
Like a slide.
No, they essentially just went from 2 interior angles, which are very, for those who don't know, it's one of the most difficult finishing techniques when essentially a bridge meets at a peak, or there's an interior angle where it's like essentially like a beak.
Well, that
right?
sucks, dude.
So they removed 2 interior angles right there just on the bridge.
Well, and I see what you're saying too about the lowering of the finishing quality.
It just doesn't look as nice.
I mean, look at the micro rotor.
Yeah. So the micro rotor, to be fair, is platinum, but like this looks like all laser engraving.
But the other micro rotor I thought looked a lot better, even though it's not platinum.
I mean, this is a bad picture.
Gold, but
I still see perlage up on the micro rotor, but on the behind it.
Yeah, behind it, that's fine. But like the rotor itself, that's a laser engraved rotor for sure. I mean,
yeah, but when you make forget the laser engraving of the rotor, right? Just you make the change to the hours that it requires to do the finishing here for just the interior angles versus not having them, or the escapement. The price difference is notable.
Through the roof.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what, and they just don't have the brand cachet to justify that.
Right. So like you have essentially worse quality, technically speaking, a worse watch, right? Just because you go from the Swiss lever you go from the natural escapement to the Swiss lever, which again, it performs its job. It's more shock resistant. It's, very tunable and all that kind of good stuff, but it's not as prestigious, I don't think. and you're charging more for that. I mean, I don't get the direction at all.
That's unfortunate. I really did like
Well,
Laurent for you.
listen,
Well,
Link
listen,
has been
they're a
Link has
great
been
watch.
for Laurent. Link has been for Laurent to come on and explain, maybe why the change was made. And
Yeah.
Ali and Marco, you can have at it and ask them some questions.
I don't know jack shit about this. It's Marco's game.
Yeah, no, listen. There's a lot. It's what are you gonna do? It's part of the game.
Well, it just shows you that it's tough out there for some brands. I mean, if they can't move product, they got to sell to somebody.
We've got a 5-minute warning on the race. JJ may continue with the show, but I've got an ass early appointment, so 5 minutes on the race.
McLovin said, "Let me translate Marco's Canadian speak. I'll sell the VC in the future, just not now." No, you don't understand. I'm not selling it.
Yeah,
we
you
actually
are.
understand
We've
all
heard
too
that.
well. Yeah, so we've heard that so many times.
It's not a money thing. It's really not.
You actually shouldn't. Well, yeah, it depends. I don't know.
We've also heard that many times. I think the only reason
sell, baby, sell.
Yeah, I think the only reason the birthday watch you're saying you'll never sell that watch is because objectively you just get the shit kicked out of you.
What do you mean?
All the people who pitched in to get the watch would give you
No,
endless.
I've said this over and over. Like the best watch, right? If you had to build only a one watch collection, is the GMT. It's my favorite watch from Rolex. I could probably get a Meteorite Pepsi if I really wanted to, but I don't care. The steel back girl on Jubilee is like the ultimate watch, and I would never sell it. The memories attached to it. I spent fucking 2 years in university with that watch on. God knows what I did. Like, there's so many great memories. There's so many great memories attached to that watch. I took it all over the world with me, to Italy. I took it to Europe, to Switzerland. I took it to where did I go?
Becky from accounting.
Yeah, Becky from accounting has seen it. The many Beckys have seen it. So it's like, yeah, no, it's
the many Beckys. He's a player now.
Ireland, London. I think it's Ireland, London, all that stuff. It's been amazing.
That's why he wants to flex that VC. Hey, Becky, it's number 11 of 16.
Wow, nothing gets her more dry than when I show her the VC.
I was gonna say, yeah, nothing
Come
ruins
on,
the
man.
mood than whipping out a dress watch.
Could be demonetized. Marco, I want to ask him.
It's like a desert.
I wanted to ask Marco another question. I had a
I
follow
get
up.
stuck with a dinner bill and blue balls. No, I'm just kidding.
But you got that beautiful watch to look at, Marco, and really that's all that needs to be done.
Yeah.
It's just
to be
look
fair,
at that
I get stuck
beautiful
with
watch.
the dinner bill anyway, so it's all good.
All right,
Such a
I'm
gentleman.
sleepy. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, what were you? Take care, dude.
Duco, happy birthday, buddy. It was.
Happy
you get the week off too, right?
birthday.
Thanksgiving week. You get the whole week.
Yeah,
off?
I'm off all week. I'll be
Oh
home.
man, you
man.
should be up. You should be streaming until 2-3 a.m.
Dude, I got to get up at 4. I'm going hunting.
Birthday
in the morning.
boy.
Cap, like 15 minutes ago, he
Hey.
took a sniff of his wine and it smelled like blackout. Like he's done.
Yeah.
I'm out,
All right,
boys.
man. Good hunting. Good hunting.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Have a good one, man.
That handsome
All right.
son bitch.
Get that kill. Duco's hunters. He wakes up, opens up his front door, and blasts some deer. Like your elf or whatever.
He doesn't get dressed or anything. He just slides.
We got
the window.
into his pajama dinner, and I just unloaded some buckshot into these things.
Yeah, he just like opens up his bedroom window and
Yeah,
starts.
he gets
Right.
right
Yeah,
up
yeah,
under the bed and shoots it out his window. Yep.
No, he's using a 3.0 to 30-06. He knows better than to use buckshot.
Now, damn, I got one more from Marco, but I lost my train of thought. I don't know. You got the Batgirl. You got the VC. What else?
He still has the G-Shock, right?
Yeah, I have the G-Shock, I have a 3 and a G. Shout out to Ali. 3 and a G. The VC, I have this, the Batgirl, and my Mr. G.
Hey, how are those tutors doing? The new GMT Pelagos.
I mean, we have one if you want one. That should tell you all you need to know.
I mean, it tells me something I need to know, but price all comes down to price, my man.
They're not selling like hotcakes,
Right.
But we'll sell them over the holidays. I'm not really worried. We'll sell.
That was a pretty hot release.
All right. Race is
That's
closed.
a nice
Race is
watch.
closed.
It's a sharp watch. I would probably get that for myself down the line, like just as like a travel destination wedding watch, a destination wedding watch.
Right. Who do we want to add to the race? Complimentary. I didn't get any confirmation from Ryan Tenay. So at least I didn't see it. Who do we want to add? There was some pretty funny people tonight. But they super chatted. So hold on, let me go through. Nominate some people. Nominate some people.
Yeah, I'm going back and looking here.
Oh, great.
Nobody's just jumping out at me.
That's crazy. I'm just scrolling up. Travis Watts said today's prices are crazy. I bought my brand new sub in 2019 for $7,500. Jesus.
Nobody is jumping out at me for that to add the bird. All right, I'm gonna add the bird.
Add the bird.
All right. We could always rerun it if he wins.
Papacha. I forget how Charlie says it. Papacha? I don't know. And already wanted Brian to be added anyway for the joke.
For the comment. Mm-hmm.
So we will add those two. Why is this not working? What the hell did I do wrong here? Oh, there we go. All right. And
it's time to race.
You're gonna have to make the call, Robert, because JJ is not back.
No problem.
We have 29 entries, including Roman Sharf, who made an appearance and a super chat.
Damn.
Got Captain in there. We got Uncle Mikey. We got Uncle Curly. Yeah, the list is complete. So there we go.
Yep.
And let's kill the volume a little bit. Give it a shuffle, and they're off.
And they're off. Here we go. A bunch of, what is this? Pilgrims. Hey, it's Thanksgiving week. I don't know what it is. McLovin's in the lead. He won't be for long. We've got the Bird is there in second place. Bubba Hotep is in there as well. Uncle Mikey now moving up, along with a Mobster and Mr. GMT. We've got Brian on the bottom, and here comes the Captain. Again, we know he's not going to be there at the end either, but I don't know, maybe. We got Mr. GMT and Mobster. Nope, Captain's going back in the background, as always. Mobster and Mr. GMT are going after it. Uncle Curly.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. It's the Bird. The Bird freaking wins.
Oh, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, they showed you the Bird.
That is so rigged. That is so rigged.
I said we'd re-race. Go back. I'm on record. I said if he wins, we could rerun it.
Yeah.
All right, removed. Give it a shuffle. Bam.
Oh,
and Captain has another chance to lose, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's pretty much even, but again, Mr. GMT is moving towards the front along with Big George. Nate is in there as well. Here comes Mobster. Mobster currently, I think, in the lead, and here I am down on the bottom. What the hell am I doing? We've also got Captain moving up quick along with Kurt and Jin G. And, oh, no, I'm in the lead along with Basil's, but somebody's going to come in from the back and catch me. That's
You're not holding that.
Nah.
No
I don't
way.
think so either, but people keep coming up and dropping back, and look at that coming up. But here comes Uncle Mikey.
Uncle Mikey
wins in at the very end.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, shit. I was right there.
Yeah,
I was right there.
Yeah,
I was
you were right there, Cap. You came in
That's
second.
all right. Hey, if I'm going to lose, I don't mind losing Uncle Mikey.
Nope. Nope. That's a good one. So, Mikey, congratulations. You are tonight's winner. You'll be in the monthly race, which should be coming up next week or later this week, however you want to look at it. But I would guess we'll probably do the monthly race next Sunday.
Probably. I don't know if we're going to have – are you going to have a Tuesday show this week?
Yeah, we're gonna have a Tuesday show, but that won't be the end of the month.
No, but I'm just wondering how many shows we'll have during Thanksgiving week. We had some.
Probably just one. Would be my maybe Friday. Maybe y'all.
Yeah, no. We had some early shows this last week that worked out well. So
yeah, that's true.
All right. Thank you for everybody who joined. Thank you. To Roman who jumped on, and thank you to our channel sponsors, Birdine Watches, Watch Marco. Don't thumbs down, you prick. And Steve from Leaf Cigars, who is not only selling cigars, but for the holidays, he's posted some accessories from SC DuPont at a 40% discount. Discount codes are on the page as well. Thank you everybody for joining, and let's take us out with. I don't know what we're taking us out with, but just I'm going to throw this in the middle of it.
Roman! Did you see?
Come and get it! 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 You won't regret it in 2022 at Tip Top Snack Bar!